It is you because you're moving it.
Eat my ass.
I don't think anyone does want to eat your ass, Ronnie.
It's almost
What?
clean.
What? It showed up for a second and then went away.
See, I didn't do any of that time.
Dib-dab-a-dib-dib-dib.
Oh, there we go.
If it reverts again, don't yell at me. I'm sensitive.
And that new art looks sick, dude.
Yes, it's very nice. By the wonderful Yes LES.
Hell yes. All right. Hello and welcome. Salutations.
Hello.
Glory. Let's get started. Last time on the Soul of Tyre, our heroes faced off against an enemy they were not yet ready to face. And then Belanovan went on a crazy trip into the life stream. And after some sufficient slamming and jamming, was able to return a changed tiefling. Wearing a suit of white, with a silvered mail of the Steel Saints and wielding a song blade, Belanovan has been granted the title of Guardian, and thus has new purpose. Then the party left and went back to camp. And that's where we're going to pick up.
Do I learn anything else, or am I kind of just winging it at this point?
As of right now, you will have to basically meditate on the things that have happened. I have a whole training thing ready for you. So.
Oh, okay.
Also, Strippin, thanks for the read.
Hey, so, can you, take me to where you went sometime?
No,
Oh, can you take me?
definitely not you.
Is that a no you can't or a no you won't?
It's a no, I don't know if I can, and a no because I don't want to tell you anything else now, because after what happened in the labyrinth, I'm gonna kind of keep stuff to myself.
That was okay.
Yeah, listen. If that kind of shit can happen when I say one simple word, I'm gonna be a little bit more careful
You also
now.
said it in the worst place possible.
Well, maybe we shouldn't have just kept pressuring me when I was stressed as hell, and I've been teleported 3 different times.
One person told you to say it.
Yeah, actually, it was 4 different people I kept saying it.
I wanted to keep fighting in the dungeon.
Okay, let's go back in then. Fuck it.
No, Ronnie, you should sleep. You just died twice.
Who's Ronnie?
Please rest.
Who's Ronnie?
What happened? I'm still so confused.
We must be really stressed out.
So, speaking of which, Arcadum, I mean,
We all go to the tent and have a long rest, and then clear our minds
All right.
before we do anything else.
Hey.
Hey.
All right. The party decides to take a load off and stay a while.
I'm gonna heal my 19 damage.
I sleep next to Gruff.
All right.
I'm gonna prepare spells and stuff. You know, drill.
All right. You sleep next to Gruff. Good. Good.
We share a bunk.
I'm the talk bunk.
Well, no, there's no top and there's no bottom. We just share it's a cot.
So we sleep in the same bed?
Yeah, we've been toughing it out here, showing these city livers how we do it.
Gruff, we're city livers. We literally, we founded a city to live in.
I don't know nothing about that. No one ever showed me a bedroom.
Worse than city, well, not really worse. We're technically more, with finger quotations, advanced than simple city livers. We are the founders of such.
I bet they've all forgotten
Make
about us.
cities.
All right, no, but
I'd hope not.
We didn't even make a casino. It's the only thing I really
Oh
wanted.
my God!
Why would we make?
Here it is. I knew it was coming.
to be fair, we did kind of have them build an entire new district of the city, and then
That didn't have a casino.
adopt a refugee people, and then we're like, all right, peace. We're going
Yeah, I
to an
remember.
island to do
The
things.
5 wolf pelts.
Can't
Yeah,
tell you.
that was very important.
It's
All right,
gotta
what if-
be.
And
It's interest gaining. We've got to have 6 pelts.
It's not just our achievements, it's the town's achievements.
Also, if we're wheedling people about things, seriously, please take me to leader Belanoven. I have a promise to keep, and if I don't,
Who's
undescribable.
leader?
The guy you don't want to talk about, that I don't want to say out
How
of
do you know it's a
respect for
guy?
your wishes. Well, okay, it's not a guy. It's more of a high concept.
I've seen
Listen,
that
Does
concept.
that mean I could fish him?
Well,
You're not gonna fish my concept,
he is
bro.
technically the guardian of a stream. So I
I
mean,
could learn many techniques from a man that guards a stream.
all right.
I'll
look,
think about it if you're nicer to me.
all right. Well, all right. Let me lay this on the line. If I don't, an unspeakable calamity will befall the earth, and you might die. And you love to live.
Yeah, but why would we die if you don't?
Because it will be our problem, and your boss will probably ask you to fix it because
Well,
you're
why-
the guardian.
Why haven't you like? Huh?
You're a
You don't
guardian.
know that.
You're one of the song blades.
How do you know that?
Oh, I mean, do you want to get into?
Realized.
Do you want to get into about how crazy I am?
Yes.
No.
All right.
As long as
fine.
it's not one of those sob stories you always do. As long as it's like actual
Wait.
information.
I thought we were supposed to not talk about it.
Well,
I mean, if he's fucking up, that's fine.
can we talk about the elephant in the room, mates? I think we're glossing over something important. Like, there was like 20, 50 people in there, and they all went into our bodies. And I think I saw Aaron.
I only had like 1 or 2.
I'd like 10 or 12.
Growth had like 16.
Oh,
was
you guys
that?
didn't understand what that was? I know what that is.
I have
No,
an out
no,
of character
please,
question.
please explain, Gruff.
All right.
He jumps out of bed and gets all excited.
Okay, so everybody, that was how many we have followers as deities. And I had the most because I've been becoming a god much faster. I'm much further down the path than all of you.
I think I'm pretty far now.
And the reason you saw Aaron is because he's my biggest fan. The moment I showed up in camp, me and him, we locked eyes, and he was in my dreams. He's a stalker.
Gruff.
But you insulted him.
What?
They're not followers.
Hey, Aaron.
They're you.
That is impossible because I'm me.
Yeah, well, I thought that too until very recently.
Bruh.
Thanks, Hackney. I'm sorry I wasn't much use. I just kept dying.
Ozzy?
Oh, God. My
Yeah.
animals
Wait.
failed me.
You might be the one reason, well, one of the many reasons, but one of the bigger reasons why I still have my magic. Shut your beak. Thank you. And I am so sorry.
Oh, I shouldn't have my magic. I
Hey,
should
Aaron.
just be a rogue or something.
Please, no. Please stay a druid. Please, for my sake.
I just love trees so goddamn much.
I know. Because they're amazing.
They're great. They're so big.
Bro.
Good.
Do you like? Are you a follower of Growth?
What?
Like, do you like follow him like he's a god?
No.
Do you like him in any way? Do you feel like there's a person?
That's a long time.
Oh shit!
Bruh, stay away from my husbando.
I kind of gave him an ultimatum to help with the fish war or the people war.
So you're like
And-
his god then?
Well, no, he didn't pick fish.
What do you mean he didn't pick
He
fish?
did. He just wimped out.
Well, he's a person,
Well, now he's a person, but he used to be a fish monster.
so he gave up.
No, I think he just likes being like change. He just
Listen, bro. I'm meditating on a battle happening in dream space right now. Do you got anything important going on?
I do, but I don't know if I should tell you it.
That's why I'm here. I'm that guy.
Well, look at me. Does it remind you of anything?
Aaron squints. What?
What do you mean, what? Do you not see I'm different?
You found treasure.
No.
Why would he just acknowledge that my hair is new?
It's my jewelry, my
Did you-
clothes, and my glistening skin of gold.
Did
I
you
put on 4 outfits for you.
get a
You can't
haircut?
even notice one.
Okay, am I allowed to tell you anything, or like, will fucking bad shit happen?
Well, what do you want to know? I see you. I see all of the things.
Yes,
what do you
but-
want to know?
Okay, so you know how we're not supposed to exchange knowledge with each other, like too much. Like knowing less is good, right? But you're telling me to tell you things because you're all about like knowing shit.
Well, you don't have to tell me because I probably already know. So I need to know what you want to know, and then I can see if I can tell you.
But what if you don't know and then you know something and then it's bad?
What?
So basically, I said something in the labyrinth, and then some weird dimensional distortion in reality started showing up.
I don't say it again.
Yeah, but what I'm trying to say is, would I be able to say it to you if that kind of shit happens in the labyrinth?
I mean, like if you whisper, maybe.
Is that how easy it is? You just whisper?
No.
So should I tell you or not?
Well, see, the dilemma is
How
whether
much
or
do
not
you
it's
know?
worth the risk, and it's probably not worth the risk.
All right.
Listen, I know what you're trying to ask me about, your sword and your fancy sword, the whistle holes.
No, I wasn't gonna ask about the sword.
It's related.
Well, I know it's related.
So
Yeah.
we weren't gonna have a conversation about your new dress,
No, we weren't.
bruh.
I mean, unless you want to. Like, I basically, yeah. Never mind. You're not helping.
Wait, come back here. Keep falling.
What? What do you want?
Hey, do you guys know what he's trying to talk to me about?
No, they don't either. Well, they kind
Yeah,
of
I do.
Well, he does.
Do you? I'm gonna skip the part of the conversation where we go back and forth. Do you want me to explain?
Well, I said yes to you earlier, but then you just didn't say anything.
Because we got into an asinine argument about
Well, I
our.
just said I didn't want any sob stories.
Yes, and then we got into an asinine argument about our
None of
parallel
Gruff's
selves.
arguments are asinine. He's just asinine himself. It's different.
All right. So remember when we first showed up here and you saw Bellanovan's dagger, and you were like, "It's your destiny to go to that place after all this." Well, he fucking skipped the queue and he went right there.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah. So
So what's the question?
I mean, he probably wants to ask you, you know, what being a guardian of the life stream entails. Which I could have answered that.
I mean, like,
Well, I wasn't going to
traveled there. Why doesn't he know?
I didn't get
Because-
told that much.
Because you know who that's there. He's one of those you'll find out in due time.
Oh, bruh,
Sort of
I
people.
hate those kinds of people.
Yeah, you have to do the whole like spiritual transformation journey thing. It's a
How do I
trip.
do that?
Well,
Well, I have
person,
one idea of how to do it.
the last person I knew who did it was actually there with your boss, but he needed to get his mind tweaked.
Tweaked?
But, yeah, he did not have certain statistics that were correct for the path that he chose, so they
Huh.
needed to be retrained. But I would imagine that you should just the first thing you should do is meditate on your new path, as much will be revealed to you, for you have chosen a spiritual endeavor, and it is going to be very much about your mental acuity and your perceptions of the world and your surroundings. The second thing you have to do is take me there because I made a promise and I don't want catastrophic wrath to rain down upon
Well,
the
what's the
flame.
catastrophic wrath you keep talking about?
Come on, jeez, man. Bro, we've all been over this. You can't talk about the catastrophic mess.
No, different mess.
You can't talk about any of these
Different one?
messes.
This isn't related to all that other
Listen,
stuff.
if I can talk to my boss again at one point, I'll let him know, and then he can
Yes.
tell me if I can bring you or not.
Thank you. Put in a reference.
Yeah,
I
I'll
know
give
he
a little reference. I'll say he's like a little dwarf. He's a little bit testy at times, but he means well.
Look, all I'm saying is you're a guardian. You are not a disciple. And you know what? You know what's in it for you? Sweeten the pot here. Technically, I'm pretty sure you'll be my supervisor, so you can boss me around.
Aren't I already the supervisor? Earlier on, didn't we like decide that like I have the last
Yes,
say
but,
if
like-
I really wanted? So I
Yes,
kind
but
of
like
already am.
that's how important I'm taking this. I am willing to, on a legal and utterly spiritual
Oh,
level,
you want to sign a
make you my
contract?
supervisor.
Do you?
That's what's going to happen.
All right. I can whip out a contract where you give me your life in exchange for me taking you to my boss if you want.
Well, that's not. Your boss makes
I'm
the
all
contract.
about that. No, I can make a contract between me and you.
No, because
Can
it's
we
your
not?
boss. He has to appoint you as my supervisor.
I'm already the
Otherwise, it's
supervisor.
meaningless.
Okay, this conversation is going in circles. Brackdart, can I have a word with you?
Yeah, sure.
Can we go somewhere where...
What, am I not allowed to hear?
Oh, we having secret conversations from me now. Because I'm a liability. Is
No,
that
because
it?
if you hear them, you'll
Okay.
die, probably.
I
Yeah.
deserve to die.
You died twice. You're over it. You are currently, you have credit with dying.
Also, Gruff, Aaron said like you follow them more as a deity than they follow you as a deity, kind of.
I would. No, he's definitely wrong. He's been wrong about everything.
Yeah, I can see that. He's taking Braktor off one on
Do we
one.
want to go down to like the trees of revelations where all the other groups have their important conversations? Or...
No, this tent's good. Yojimbo, make sure no one comes by. And...
Of course, Lord Aaron.
You have
Hey.
no flair for the dramatic.
Gruff, you want to go watch me meditate? Because I'm gonna go do that.
Look at this. Everyone has to look at a muddy tent, not a wonderful, the leaves are green kind of situation.
But what
It's
if
the best spot?
someone's in the tree listening?
That's a good point.
Bum, bum,
Anyway,
bum, bum, bum.
been meaning to talk to you for a while, but you keep going in dungeons.
I mean, that's sort of what we're here for.
You keep going
Yeah.
in dungeons.
You
Yeah, that's
keep
what we're here for.
dying.
I've been debating bringing it up or not, but I figured, what's the worst that could happen?
Everyone could die.
Honestly, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, the more well, not everyone. I would save a few people.
Ooh.
I don't want to get into it because then people are gonna call me a simp. Whatever that
Oh,
means.
Hackney. Okay.
What? She's like the only friend I have.
That's sad, bro.
Look at who I'm with. I like them and I love them like brothers. And in battle, it's just
So what would you do if you didn't have them anymore?
I would. Look, do you want my honest answer?
Yeah?
For all the grump and anger and indignance, I would just keep going. Partially because, it's just baked into being a dwarf. You weather the storm. You're a rock. The wind might carve away at you a bit, but you stand. And the second half of it is, I could say a word and destroy it all, but who would I be then? I spent all this time trying to stop something terrible from happening, and I would be no better than the evil I fight if I decided to do the same exact thing.
Aaron nods along. Would it even be so bad if everything got destroyed?
Look, I don't know. I've been told that there's always something else waiting, something in line, but from what I understand, to be destroyed in this way is a relief. You don't go and sulk in some afterlife wishing you could have done more, you just stop. But the way I see it, I don't want to give this burden to some other people. If it happens, it happens. I believe that fate is what it must be, but I'm not going to stand here and just shirk my duty to give to someone else. I won't let others suffer the way I have and the way I've seen others suffer.
Fair enough.
But for what it's worth, I know we call it evil, and yeah, by a lot of metrics it is. I don't think it's evil. I just think it is. Evil is something that you can quantify, that you can reason with. Evil has goals, even if they're madness or being so damaged you do something absurd. This is just... it's too deliberate, too planned to be chaotic, but too benefitless to be evil. It is.
Listen, I'm gonna cut to the chase.
Yeah.
I'm worried about you. Well, I see that you're noble, and you've been trying to do the right thing, so I don't think you're intentionally going to do anything that would endanger everyone here. But I have to be certain on a simple thing. I'm just gonna bluntly ask, are any of your refractions Tyre?
They are not. They know of Tyre.
See, I was worried because you hate yourself like all dwarves, and you just keep walking around saying he's an asshole, so I was like, it's gotta be him.
Oh, he is an asshole. I
But do you
knew...
really think so?
Look, I can tell you with 100% assurance that Tyre had good intentions. Tyre was trying to do the right thing. Tyre was trying to save everything. But Tyre was absolutely 100% fucking evil. Like, by the gods, there was nothing that man wouldn't do. Well, and again, the more I learn about Tyre, the less I'm certain this is true. He apparently had a brother who disowned him because he basically was the reason they had to start the Mages Guild. He did such horrendous shit. He doomed multiple worlds. And for what it's worth, because I get this, everyone is the hero of their own story. Tyre personally told me that he's only doing what he's doing because he knows that his ass is on the fire. And what he did, what he chose to do, all the good he did, is because he knew his time was coming to an end. And he would rather... And much like I said, he would rather die fighting than just give up and submit to an inevitability.
Do you know for sure if he was a human or not?
I don't fucking know what Tyre is. I didn't even find him on Calcatesh.
So did you meet him as a refraction of himself, or had he already been too far gone?
I imagine given what we know now with all this labyrinth business, that I must have met one of his refractions. It's hard to explain. He was disguised as an extraplanar creature from a different planet. We met him in incredible circumstances.
What creature was he?
Jeremy, out of character, I don't remember the name. What's the name for the Erastians? The Astarans?
Oh, the Astrans.
He was disguised as an Astran, whether that was an elaborate disguise to fool the people on Erist into infiltrating their high courts, I cannot say. Their magic was very potent. My personal belief is that Tyre was a Calcatessian humanoid, possibly human.
I assume so, but I need to be sure.
When I met him, he was disguised as an Erastian.
Do you have any idea how he would possibly be related to the trigram?
It's possible that he was a Vega.
That's what I'm wondering.
Of that, I can't say. Tyre was something that defied definition. And he was never intimate with details because he knew that being in our presence made him even more vulnerable to something that was already happening to him. Something that was...
So he knew you were a 7?
Yes, he knew everything. He never mentioned the fractions. But given what we're doing at this labyrinth, I think the inevitable he was trying to fight against was just as inevitable as he feared. He asked us to do everything we can to assist him, and then to kill him once he was no longer of use.
All right, well, had to clear that up, bro. Also, divinity shards.
Oh, boy. I knew divinity shards by a different name. Maybe what I knew them as was just a greater part of, or just a lesser part of what I found, but I would be very careful if you decide to mess around with one.
What does it even do?
For the 7, they were tools that could be used against what was to come. But they were dangerous. To open yourself up to one, it could grant you powers, knowledge, arms, and for lack of a better word, deathlessly loyal servants. But just like anything else, these calculated risks we take, they made you ever more clear to the final ending of all things.
I'm as clear as I feel like I'm ever gonna be. So if that's the downside, I'm not that worried about it.
If you did try to manipulate one, I could certainly try to help. Although I've only ever personally, individually used one on my own, and it almost killed some of us.
To what end did you use it?
Knowledge.
Oh, so it's useless.
Well, there's something you have to understand. And I imagine that maybe you know this being a cardinal. That Antonius fellow is also a cardinal. Apparently, his name's Derek Dramp, and there's a guy I killed a couple times, and apparently, like I said, fate it puts us all on the board for a reason. But the Seven were able to absorb this knowledge without fear. The danger came from attempting to steal that knowledge away from its owner. He did not care for us much. It was the role of the Cardinal to hear that knowledge from the Seven and present it to everyone else in a way that they could understand and that they could hear without going mad. Otherwise, you would have to have an absolute will to withstand that sort of knowledge. And there were only two beings that I ever knew to be able to do it. One was able to remove the information from his mind after learning it, and the other, well, I don't quite know, but she had basically tortured herself to the brink of death and destruction and ruin, that while she was affected, she was able to force all this knowledge, its terrible influence, away. From what I understand, she had a lot of assistance from communities and blah, blah, blah.
Would Igor know more?
You see, now, Igor is a servant. From what I am to understand, although I think some of the rules have changed to allow for narrative enjoyment, let's call it. Servants of the Seven were, and look, this is going to sound bad, and it sort of is, but I guess it's not true anymore, because they were basically slaves to the Seven's will.
Okay, I'm gonna break this down. I just need the cliff notes. Because the way I see this thing, it's a powerful tool, but also it's knowledge, so it's pointless.
Yes. As for Igor, there are things that he can know, but as a servant, he will know what not to know.
Okay, I'm gonna ask one question, and it's gonna sound crazy.
Yep, used to that.
Would the shard help to kill gods?
Certainly. And I pray that what you have isn't exactly the same as what I'm thinking of, but you have to take into account something that can kill a god can certainly also make a god. It's all the same energy.
Well, if you ask me, I'm gonna say something else crazy. I think they all gotta go.
That, in the old days when there were actual Seven, no offense to anyone, but like they were organized and not fucking dying off or fucking off to go do their own thing. They had ways to handle these, and there were powerful individuals that could contain them safely until they were needed. Now, yeah, probably the best thing to do to just get rid of them. If you don't mind me asking, how did this come about?
The shard?
Yes.
Oh god, you don't want to know.
I feel like I do, because no one ever says you don't want to know unless they want to know.
Saren has the Brass King in her head. And Lock and High rubbed up against him, and apparently the Depthar had a shard of divinity. And it revealed the location of Tyr's heart.
They would. I haven't told anyone this, but I once made a deal with the Overmind. Like, the big one, the big lad.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah, you tend to get into those shenanigans. That was probably the worst timeline.
And now I get to reveal
A lot of
something.
things.
Do you remember the terms of that deal?
Look, I'm gonna level with you.
I hope he does.
Well, that was the point. No, I don't, but that was 5 years ago.
I can help you. It was stated that the Overmind would demand flesh for service, and the Seven accepted his deal as long as he did not demand it until after the enemy had been defeated. When the Seven fought the enemy during the Great Reckoning, and the paths were sealed, that means that oath was transferred into Babylon's domain, because the oath was upkept. Now, the Overmind is in another place. So therefore, it took some time for that oath to be fulfilled. It took until the Price family in Dalton had a daughter. And through the confines of fate, flesh was given to service.
Saren doesn't happen to have a last name, does she?
Not that I know.
Silly bottom.
Do you happen to have a last name?
Shit. I don't remember.
We made a deal with the Overmind that he'd be given flesh once all the problems with the enemy were resolved. And technically they were. And because it was a Calcuteshian promise, it was triaged by Babylon. And from what I understand, because of the voice in my head that informs me of historically accurate things that I was not present for, there was a family in Dalton by the last name of Price whose daughter came into this power. Of course, fate's tricky like that, so I'm wondering if Saren has made this deal. If that is not Saren. I don't know her personally.
Wait, you're wondering if Saren isn't Saren?
I mean, she could be Saren, it's just... Maybe
But does it matter?
Maybe her last name's Price.
Whatever. Like,
Well, it matters in that...
well, what matters is how do we stop the Depthar from spreading?
Fire.
Saren is
Liberal amounts of fire.
immune to fire.
Well, shit. Well, you just gotta kill them. If you kill them, they stop just like anything else. Other than that, you need potent curative magics, like the highest form. If you catch it really early, you can just use a simple lesser restoration. But if an Overmind got into Saren's head, I don't think we're getting rid of that.
Okay.
How did you find out about these Overminds? Gruff mentioned once that when he was a fish for a little bit, that he was going to find the Leviathans.
I'm gonna need Arcadum to fill me in on that because I don't actually know how that worked for Aaron.
Okay.
I was gruff when that happened.
All right, what was the question exactly?
What would Gruff have told me about the Leviathans? Because he at least mentioned it once.
Well, Gruff knows that the Leviathans are why you can't cross the ocean between continents. And only during the Festival of the Seven do the Leviathans sleep. Aaron knows that the Leviathans are in fact those kinds of beasts. Aaron also knows that there is one Leviathan who serves as guardian of the continent of Calcutesh against his brethren. And that is the individual that gave Aaron the knowledge of the wave gates. So that's the extent that you know.
So, maybe this is my memory being rusty, but I also I have a vague recollection of the Leviathans not only being the physical guardians of the plane, as in literally they defend the prime material plane from prime material threats, but I believe they also defend from extraplanar threats. So if another plane decided, hey, we're going to invade the prime material, and I don't mean fire, water, earth, air, all that stuff. I mean the planets and whatnot. If they decided to cause trouble, I do believe it would be the Leviathan's responsibility to stop that. So if
Yeah. They
so if you,
here's where things currently are, and I see we're leading down this path. I'm unclear on the details, but I know that the Leviathans are well aware of what the Seventh Broken Covenant is.
well, that is a question, because I know what it is, but I don't think it's the one
Well,
we're concerned about. And I'm not going to say it's probably going to kill everyone.
yeah, we should probably say less words at this point.
Point being is if the Leviathans through you know that Seren is working with an Overmind and they've let her live, it's quite possible that they've sanctioned an invasion. Whether they see it as such is questionable.
They did seem cooperative for now.
I think for the moment we should trust Seren.
Fuck.
I would trust. Obviously, reasonable precautions should be taken.
Well, okay, let's wrap this up. I assume at the end of the labyrinth, we'll have some access to the ley line and we could probably solve these problems.
Oh, here's hoping. I don't think we're going to get an Overmind out of Seren's head, but if that Overmind really wanted to harm us, it would have just consumed Seren and used her power to start an invasion.
All right. Yeah. I'll look into this whole divinity thing and figure out how to kill gods. You know, that's just what I'm doing today. You have a great evening.
Yeah, I feel like I'm not gonna. Probably gonna go into this godforsaken dungeon.
I feel like I'm not gonna.
Also, I'm gonna go check in with him now after everyone else has a turn. But maybe talk to Antonius / Derek. It probably will mean more coming from Cardinal to Cardinal to
Bruh,
explain his purpose.
why do you think I'm a cardinal?
Well, if my previous knowledge is any indication, because your life has taken a horribly fucked up turn, and someone decided that you were advantageous.
Okay, second question. How many were there? I assume there was one.
I always thought so as well. I only ever met one each go around, but
All right, this I can answer for you because you actually know this answer, Sean, but you probably forgotten. Cool. Normally there is only one per refraction.
I was actually getting to that.
Yeah, one.
But thank you.
One per group.
I only ever met one, but I've met different cardinals in different refractions. So, as many refractions as there were, which, again, I'm pretty sure I know, but...
Hold on, I'm not sure if I'm getting that right. So, does that mean Tyre is every cardinal?
I'm not certain. It's just that he was one of them. But, well, I don't know if Tyre was the first or whatnot, but like I said, Tyre did unnatural things that disturbed.
Okay, second question. If that were true in any way, how would it be possible that the Cardinal is a Depthar and it's multiple people?
I think you're
I think I'm way off, but I'm just gotta say words sometimes.
I knew of ways to access the knowledge of refractions. So it's very possible that Tyre simply learned that information himself.
Yeah, I was gonna. How are you doing that?
I found. Well, I was made aware of this information by someone who knew me in the past. So they unlocked what I had stored away. I can't quite explain that, but in one of my go-rounds, I found a guide, and I can't speak any more about it.
All right, run along.
All right. Let's go ahead and involve some of the other people, and then we'll go to Bellanovan's training session as he went to the Trees of Revelation.
Was that the Tree of Revelation?
Apparently, that's what people are calling it, just because I had a cool scene there.
It just looked like the nicest spot.
Hey, Aaron, do you want to go to like that spot with the trees? Nah, bruh, that's overplayed.
You want an ERP, bruh?
Bruh, I'm not.
I got my
I'm not
full
a
body. I
follower.
can ERP now.
Oh my god. All right. What's happening in here?
Oh, where'd the cow go? I wanted to look at the cow some more.
Sure, for why?
What do you mean why? I'm never gonna ERP. Don't worry.
Cow's inside.
Well, cow,
Go
it got away from me.
ahead, Ozzy. Go on. It's Cyclopean lesson time, I guess.
How do you know my name?
Cyclopean lessons, and I'm not even there.
I'll write down notes for you.
Ozzy,
She went to go get her notepad.
are you just tired from dying like 3 times, or
He's a bit depressed.
well, you did die a bunch?
You teaching languages? I know. I don't know if I'm allowed to say the name of the language, but I know a pretty cool language.
Well. It is.
No, I don't know
great.
whale.
No, the language is Cyclopean. Let me have this, all right? It's not every day I can be the mentor.
But you can be the Minotaur.
Oh, he got it. I finger gun roast from outside
My
the tent.
man.
I love all of you. Continue.
Anyways, before there was man.
Can you do it faster?
Before there was
No,
man,
but
there was a
that's
giant, they called the Cyclops, and they had one eye, and it lay in the middle of the ocean. And they were the first ones in all of Calcatesh. And they're actually the ones that made the Vega, which is what eventually were the progenitor species of humankind. You got all that? Well.
Her pen has like scorch marks and she nods.
Ozzy's clothes are torn up, but like he's got magical mending clothes, so you just see him like sort of slowly remending.
Burst your button.
Aw. So if I learn Cyclopean, like, is there a reason? Am I going to talk to a Cyclopean?
A reason. Cyclopean is the original language of this continent.
Well, so they don't use it no more.
Have some respect. Respect.
If
Thank
I
you.
say the Cyclopean word for tree, can I make gods come out of heaven and heal me?
I don't believe I've learned the tree word yet. And if I have, I don't think it does much. Arcadum, can I try? I'll say tree in Cyclopean.
All right. Vesken.
Veskin.
Scan.
Yeah, it didn't do nothing.
This is the fucking Banjo Turtle all over again.
I like your face, though. You're not a turtle, and that's pretty good. I saw a turtle fly into my body. God, he had milky eyes and wrinkly, scaly skin. Jesus Christ, whoever that is.
Should I ask or just kind of pretend I didn't listen?
Just.
Is he done? Did he only want one word? Because that's
hardly a language.
Veska.
I don't think that Ozzy was the one that was particularly excited about this. That was mostly myself and Bellanovan, and I guess sort of Gruff.
Mo, I got 2 more, 3 more, some more.
Well,
Lucky you.
Bring them
Not lucky
into
me.
my dojo.
Oh God, it's a party. If you want magic, I don't know any.
Oh, gather round, gather round.
Well, well, well.
I literally went over there and they ran from me.
Well, with Cyclopean, no, I'll be honest, they'll run from you faster. No one seems to like when I talk Cyclopean.
I don't know. All these
Said
young
that,
races talk too fast.
Young race? Oh, boy, do I have the language for you. You like slow talk? I got some slow words. For you.
Some. Let's put it somewhere between human and elf, because elves talk too long and humans talk too fast and get impatient.
Uh-huh. Listen, I learned Cyclopean basically from the last Cyclope that ever existed. His name is Zetor, and he is my best friend.
Best friend.
Is he still alive?
Of course. He's doing well. Depends on when we are in the timeline. I think he's doing just fine.
You don't have your eye yet, so that hasn't happened.
Oh, yes,
Eustace still has his arms.
He's had better days, but he is he's doing just fine, I believe. I hope to return to him and when I'm done this little distraction and continue my studies. Now, who else wanted to learn?
Myself.
She eagerly raises her hand, but she was always here.
I'll plop down and take out a notepad.
Do you Tops guys always sit so far away from everyone?
No, we're just a little shy.
Oh, come on in.
Ozzy's already close enough to me right now.
For all students today.
Well.
You got a new mask.
Well.
Yeah.
Mo,
You guys talk about Wales, and I love Wales.
Is this throat singing lessons?
our friend here is supposedly a Vega, so informative today, yeah? Let's.
Whoa.
Actually, on that topic, did I recognize the name Zetor?
Hold on. Analyzing timeline.
Brain blasting. Brain blast!
Yes.
Oh, hey, Sarah. Nice new mask.
Because Zetor was
Oh, thanks.
the
There's
Cyclops that progenerated you from the portal.
What do you mean by that?
Well, because the Vega were stolen from time, he's the one that thiefed you.
Oh shit, he's like your Hagrid.
Yeah, basically.
He's my
Fuck
Hagrid
yeah.
too.
Oh fuck, you're like brothers.
Okay, so I was pretty intimately familiar with him then? He was a good lad?
I wouldn't say you were intimately familiar with him, because it was kind of like, he was a celebrity and you kind of were like, oh, geez, but you know of him.
Okay.
Oh, jeez, that's Zetor.
So what's today's lesson?
Oh, do you not make any sign that you know who Zetor was?
Oh, no, I'm keeping it to myself for now.
You little cryptic bitch. All right.
You little cryptic bitch. I gotta be careful with this shit, dude.
Cryptic bitch.
Careful is not a word that Mo knows.
All right, well,
And I'm going to bust open the Cyclopedia. Now,
There's some Vega-related stuff.
oh, but that's like the most boring part of Cyclops.
What does the party wants to learn?
Oh, all right, guess I'm doing
And I'll be
catered
honest with you,
lessons.
the whole thing's the most boring part, all right? I'm out of here.
Yeah, you keep pretending like you're the only one that doesn't care. Wait, no, that's the wrong way I said it. The opposite of what I said.
Yeah, no, that's like way worse.
Okay. Go ahead.
All right, well, okay. Where do I begin? Well, we learned in our adventures about a series of islands, right? And the Cyclops were kind of the original species that inhabited this place, and they how do I say it? They wielded the power of the stars. They were able to turn stars into energy, a thing that we really haven't even figured out ourselves, I think, since then. Now, they didn't do this alone. They actually had a kind of secondary species helping them out along the way, and this was the Vega. They were kind of human-like, but, you know, not at the same time. I don't really know the difference, to be honest. However, we did save them all. You know, in our adventures at the end of it, I'm kind of skipping ahead a little bit, but at the end, we actually saved all the Vega, you know, freed them from their imprisonment, and now they are repopulating the world, as far as I know.
You forgot about the Oracle.
I was getting to that, all right? I just want to loop up the whole Vega thing. There's also Vega that I believe has the abilities of Cyclopean sight to some degree, and this is called the Oracle. You see, Cyclops, they see time. This is perhaps their most interesting characteristic, but they see time in a kind of a circle, right? Instead of the linear way that us brain-dead races see it. So when we look at time, we kind of see it as, oh, today is today, tomorrow is tomorrow. But for the Cyclops, they see it all the way around. Yesterday and tomorrow, they's all part of the same circle.
That's what I needed. Everyone, please freeze where your tokens are.
Oh.
Damn, I was about to ask a nerdy question, but I'm excited about this.
Yeah. Am I just gonna come back and everyone's gonna be disappeared?
How many new gods did we unlock?
Hold on, I have to draw it.
Oh.
Stop making new gods. I gotta kill them all.
What are you doing to our baby? Stop!
Fuck God.
Hold on.
You're raising our baby to be a murderer.
Me too, dog. Me too.
Roast.
Is that roast?
That's right. Yeah.
Okay.
Believe it or not, even at the end of the day, I am dog.
Oh no. Oh jeez.
Oh no!
Wait a minute.
This isn't good.
Wait a minute.
Become more powerful.
Wait a second. Oh no.
Wait a minute.
No.
Huh?
The lines are everyone.
I remember that.
You guys aren't allowed to look at each other anymore.
My face.
I don't think we've had this many people in one room at the same time.
I think
this is
Hackney's
actually
Please
fine.
no. Please no.
This
Please.
is-
Hackney's caught in the crossfire right now. Hackney's
Oh,
about to
God,
be in the middle of a fucking triangle.
Where's the Illuminati symbol?
It's a jackal.
Hold on.
But
That is.
What if you guys accidentally just made a symbol?
Hit me, I fucking dare you.
At least mine is safe in my
I think
brain.
I'm the only person not looking in that direction besides you.
Hey, I forgot that I'm a giant mirror.
At least I'm safe inside my
Yeah.
Wanderer, are you there?
Oh fuck, we're calling in Wanderer. Uh-oh.
Burn, Loki, you there?
Let me fucking...
And you're like, I have no idea what this is, but my notebook's ready.
Cyclops class was a disaster.
Do I say the line or do I save it?
Why did this have to be our tent, dude?
Give me
Do I say the line?
All right. Wanderer, get Menthis's token.
Yes, Menthis! Oh, I'm so excited!
Nice.
Okay, so Hackney is excited, so that means it's a good day?
In the fucking chat.
What a fucked up day.
Oh.
Also, I need you to join the server.
Oh my god, you get to see Menthis. I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
Not a fucked up day?
Not a fucked up day.
Oh, yeah, you got
Hey,
it, you got it.
Wanderer.
Wander over yonder.
Everything's ruined. You finally killed us all.
Welcome back to the Tuesday group.
And
Oh God, there's
me and
no
Bruff-
here.
me and Gruff just
I can hear.
sticking
I can hear you, bud.
together.
All right, I need one.
Yeah,
I need Menthis's token because that formed the grin, which is your star sign.
Ah, fuck. I might not have it anymore though.
Yeah,
I've
just give me
switched
the
so
art.
many
Just give me the art. Just give me the art.
You had like 5.
Okay.
Fucking pick one.
Give me the art, and
Wait,
I'll
so-
make the token for you.
Was it
stars
literally
aligned.
the like the arrangement of people in the tent that
Yeah.
caused this?
Yep, I was waiting for you to get into position.
Oh my god.
For the top
Assume the
group,
position.
for the top group, do you guys
which pillar, or does it not matter?
Doesn't matter. Give me your favorite.
You.
do you guys remember the story that Arcadum told us
there
once
we go.
about a girl that got married?
No.
For our group, for the tops.
Oh.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah,
Shit.
that's
Told you that
Memphis.
story. That was. Yeah.
Who got married?
No one told you the heroic
With the
story
T-Rex
of
at the
man-
wedding,
Yes.
demanding dresses.
Oh.
The
Yeah,
shotgun wedding.
this is Memphis. That's her.
Yeah, and the
Memphis, you have a
heroic
last name?
Tyrannosaurus.
Well, we're
who
gonna
fucked-
get you one.
That was not how it went.
That's
All right.
how it was explained. It was
More
amazing.
accurately, the potential groom, while in his jail cell, was like, let me know a little more about this person I'm supposed to marry. What's her last name? Memphis has a last name? Actually, you guys, I don't.
The sad thing is that I was actually getting art of her done, but it's not finished yet. So.
I remembered Aaron's name. It's not present. Throw that up.
Okay, hold on. Memphis Adair.
Good old Aaron Stir.
Yep.
Why are we just not constantly walking around in a 7-pointed star formation? This triggers all this stuff.
Dude, we should just walk around in a giant PP formation. See what summons.
Let's do a
Memphis,
whole
that's your
episode of just
constellation.
different formations.
So what the fuck?
We should just experiment so we get the good constellation.
Supposed to be the
Well, they're bad ones though.
Look,
There we
when
go.
I was seeing that constellation, I was remembering a different thing. I was like, okay, it's not that one. I'm safe.
All right.
It's this one.
The reason I needed you in the call with me real quick, Wander, is I need you to make 3 decisions.
Oh.
Okay.
Number 1, are you an ally to the Lord of Flowing Water?
I have our notes on this if it helps.
I remember you guys discussed it, but I can't remember if you guys actually allied with him or not.
We didn't have the opportunity to do it.
Oh, well, I need you to decide because I need to make it canonical.
Okay. They were reasonable enough to me that that I would have attempted one.
All right, so that's
Yeah.
locked in. Number 2, obviously the Bane of Man is the enemy. I need to know. Oh God.
I'm back.
I need to know your willingness to sacrifice Succulent.
My willingness to sacrifice Succulent.
Yeah.
Unlikely.
Okay.
Come on, he's a fucking book.
And the third, and this is the most important one, is Alpha actually retired?
Not yet.
All right, that's all I needed. Thank you, sir.
I swear to God, Wander, if you blow up in my room next to me, oh
You
my
finally
God.
did it.
If Alpha's gonna combust in my, oh my God, my neighbor.
All right, have fun. I need to go run a game.
See you later, bud. See you later,
You
bud.
finally got the Death Army.
All right.
Alpha's her next door roommate.
As everyone,
oh my God.
hold on. As everyone sits in the tent, learning Cyclops from Mo, there is a brief moment in which time seems to slow. The light of the 7 starts it. Bractor's eye refracts. Violet light exits and bounces off even those eyes that are covered of those present. It splits through the cardinal and reflects off of the changelings. And the form and sigil of the grinning star is made. The symbol of the star collar. A ghostly visage of one of the 7 appears before you.
Oh.
Oh, they kind of cute though.
True.
You here for Cyclops lessons?
The shade does not speak, and instead opens its hand and offers a strange object. The object appears to be a key.
Oh. Wait, have we found our key yet? Oh, we haven't gone in. Fuck.
No, that hasn't happened yet.
What's the key look like?
The key specifically appears to be a smaller key with smaller teeth, and it has the elven rune of search on its pommel. You recognize the key, Bractor, as your refractions reflect. Sean, the key is the book key to Succulent.
Oh.
Who canonically, now that I have received that decision, I can inform you, as you would know, Succulent was made the codex to the Twilight Station.
I remember.
And now Menthis offers the key to her old book.
I'm an object. I've been objectified.
Someone gonna grab it or?
Nice to meet you. I'm Mo. What's your name?
Mr. Cardinal, I think you're up.
Oh, that's Memphis.
Memphis?
Memphis.
Menthol.
Yeah, close enough. She never really cared.
It's a really nice day out.
Yeah, it's okay.
Is she just holding it out?
Yep.
No one's grabbing it?
Yeah,
I would like to. I can't.
I can't move.
Wait, can no one move?
Goodness.
The cardinal may move.
Enemy stand.
Yoink! Plot, Aaron.
Bruh, someone do something.
Bro, this is kind of cringe. Takes key.
Well, all of you can move and anyone can take it, but
we can't.
No, we physically cannot move.
I put you on the object layer. I'm sorry. Hold on, let me.
I think that's why they were all freaking.
Oh,
out.
I'm sorry.
Just an object to you.
Everybody finger to crash Arcadum.
I don't even know how to do the finger.
How many fingers do we have collectively?
How many fingers am I holding?
It's like a swarm of wasps. What's the finger hotkey?
I take the key. I take the key.
Powerful.
Fools!
No.
Oh God, I'm upside down.
Freaky.
Hey, no,
Oh,
no,
Jesus.
don't touch that, Ozzy.
I couldn't move.
It's not you. It's just.
Oh my God.
Ah, God, I'm upside
I'm
down.
still locked. I'm still locked.
Hello, old friend.
Oh, there you go.
I don't have any tender victuals for you this time.
Menthis will turn and look towards Bractor. A soft smile will emanate on her face as the memories of their long-standing relationship recur in her mind. Her eye will refract into the seven-pointed star, and for a moment, her other hand will be placed on Bractor's shoulder. And Bractor will not stand there, but rather the human form of a druid. Painful,
I have this somewhere.
the memories are, Menthis will turn away from her old friend and will offer the key to those that would bear the next torch.
Huh. You got denied.
Oh, it's not for me. It's for you. One of you.
Who's you? There's many of us here.
I'm a you.
I don't know. Pick one.
Just fucking grab it.
I'll take it and hold it in my beautiful hand.
Hackney, maybe not. Maybe
He does have
maybe
great
just stay over
hands.
there.
Tony will extend his hand.
That's a bit mean.
Memphis kind of had a. She was pretty genocide-y about
Look,
gnomes.
you're as entitled as anyone to that key.
Oh.
Don't listen to him, all right? He's just trying to put you down.
Thank you. Don't talk about that for Bractor. I know him very well. You don't fucking explain him to me.
What? No. Who?
Wait, did I mishear that?
No, Memphis. This woman.
No, she's
no.
as crazy as you are. Okay, pass.
Oh goodness me.
Well, I don't want to kill no gnomes. Are you killing gnomes, lady? I've got a.
At the mention of gnomes, Menthis will frown.
Oh, yeah, Jack. I don't want your key.
What does it look like? Can you describe it?
Just go run over there and grab
the
it.
key is a small. The key is small, and the teeth are very small, and it has a
Memphis.
It has a pommel with the elven symbol of search.
Give it to that one. That's fucking, believe it or not, that's Derek Dramth.
Menthis will raise.
Shit.
Menthis will raise an eyebrow.
No, Mo doesn't know this.
Menthis will raise
Yes,
an
you do.
eyebrow.
I do?
You guys keep cutting off.
Menthis will raise an eyebrow at Bractor when the words Derek Dramth are mentioned. She will look at Antonius and will laugh. Her voice is silent, but the mirth is apparent. Menthis will conjure the symbol of a pillar and some creature strapped to it, and then she will basically make a sign and then like dispel it completely. And then we'll offer.
Don't mind her.
That was rude.
And then we'll offer the key to Derek Dramf.
Hey, come on. No need to be mean.
I will definitely take it.
All right. As you place your hand upon it and take the key, it will materialize into the living world. Her purpose served. Menthis will take a long look at each of you, and then will turn to look at Bractor. She will then hug him.
Oh, come on.
And she will fade back into memory.
Kind of a bitch. Yeah, so who was that?
An old friend of mine, one of the longest. Also a Scarab Lord. So, yeah. Also, I'm really sorry about the gnome thing, Hackney. And the laughing
You were
thing.
trying to protect me. It's all right.
You didn't even get the voice. What she used to do it, and it was like.
Can't be gruff.
She was very
Was she mocking me?
Yeah, she's
fucked up.
She's kind of a bitch.
Yeah, I got that.
I think she forgets in her haughtiness and her elvenness that we were all just pieces on the board.
You just invalidated everything you just said.
I fucking love this game.
Fucking min.
Some things never change. Yeah, and her elfiness. Fucking elf.
God. Look, all I'm saying is she was bad with emotions. She once threw her room at her husband.
What? Huh?
Oh yeah, she's dead, so she had to find a surrogate womb. But she couldn't be bothered to actually, spend time with her husband.
Ah.
But that key there. All right, I'm gonna stop being crazy because I need you to pay attention to this.
Oh.
That key there. Shut up.
Rouse!
Rouse,
I'm so
stop.
excited.
Please.
Okay, I'll leave. I'll get out. I'm sorry. So rude.
There's a book. He's called Succulent. He's also an asshole. He's a wizard's tome, but
Wait, it's a sentient book?
Yeah, and he's an asshole. I once saw him eat 3 gnomes. And I don't mean like suck their souls, I mean like he ate them, like with his mouth.
How big is it?
He's a spell book. Like, I take out my own spell book, like this size.
What are the logistics of it doesn't matter. Go on.
I meant this cut them up first.
House. All right. No question.
Oh, and then I probably would be okay. I was just thinking that I would definitely be the person that would die to such a man.
No. Succulent wasn't a racist. Succulent just was evil.
Huh.
Like,
yeah,
he
not
would've
all
eaten-
racists are evil.
He would have eaten. Okay, look, I'm saying Venn diagram. He would have eaten any race. It
My
wasn't just a
God.
weird gnome thing.
Monka,
Also,
Venn
he didn't need to.
diagram, one of those names in the book.
He didn't need to eat. He did it for fun. But anyway, that book contains the coordinates for a very important location that we're going to need after all this tier stuff is done.
What location is that?
Can't really tell you.
Why not?
okay, I can't really say it to them.
All right. Well, this used to be a Cyclops class. If you want to have
Yeah,
a
is this
little
still happening?
special powwow, go off into the trees like everyone else.
Hold on.
There's a line.
Okay, are the initials of this place TS?
Oh, okay, yeah, okay, you know. Yes, that.
Yeah, we
that.
were told about that by a translator.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Toot. Stop. Toot, stop.
T.S. Eliot. It has the
Yes.
coordinates to T.S. Eliot.
Wait, the book has the coordinates?
Yes. I don't know if it's written inside the book or if the book will actually tell you because it could talk.
Where's the book?
I don't fucking know.
Oh. Well, at least that's useful information if we find it.
Memphis was like that. She always told you half of what you needed to know and then went off to go, like, Harvard. Although, really, surprisingly faithful wife. Like, you'd be, like, shocked.
I don't think I would be.
Look,
like an intimate detail for a friend to know.
Look, the Seven were not nice people, and we did a lot of things that we didn't mean to. I accidentally raised Crowley to divinity. I didn't mean to do that.
Wait, you raised who to divinity?
Okay, I don't know if he wasn't already a god, but the last refraction I was sort of bought Crowley to Calcatesh and made him a god here.
What the fuck is with this guy?
What?
How? Wait.
So does anyone remember, like, 5 years, 6 years back, this dust up with a guy called Kingvale?
There it is. Give me a second.
Hackney just looks across the room, realizing that everyone decided to
What?
the Braxtors. There's only so much he could do.
Mo takes back out his Cyclopean book and just reads it on his own.
Of course I'm
What's the Cyclopean word for shit?
I take Hackney to the side and we just have a nerd sesh.
Wait, I think we might not want to move.
Oh yeah, I think we gotta stay where we were.
One moment, please.
Bro, I'm gonna be so pissed when all of you tell me what's happening. The first Cyclopean session that happens and I'm not there, and then you just have all this shit happening. What the fuck?
Hey, you're the only
What a
person who
fucked
got
up
loose.
day for me, man.
Hey, you're the one that walked off the fucking kiss the tree.
Sorry for unlocking all the song blades for everyone. Also making it so we don't die.
Oh, knock it
yeah,
off.
I should have just let us all fucking TPK.
Yeah, you should have.
Just get your ass
Yeah, you all
back over here
deserve
so
to
I
die.
can look at you. There you go.
get off.
I'll be back just in time. Don't you worry.
All right.
Get off.
Let's see.
I'm just glad I don't have my third eye yet. Guess then this would be really fucked.
You get a third one?
Oh no, that's not till next episode.
All right.
Yes, eventually.
Mark pulls out the script and gets
Hackney Silvermask.
Oh
no.
Oh yes. Make me
Oh,
a
no.
wisdom saving throw.
Oh yeah!
I
Hi.
can't believe I killed Hackney.
Can I give her guidance?
Oh yeah.
Is this something we can support by any chance, or is
Oh
this
no
happening
no.
just to her?
Oh no no
All
no.
right.
Just her.
Got any of that diamond dust?
I've got loads of diamond dust. Loads.
You're not here.
I'll find a dead gnome
I
body.
also
when I
have
come back.
diamond dust.
Just wanted to learn Cyclopean.
I would like some
Fucking
diamond dust.
Bellanova just
All
runs
right.
up,
Like some
don't worry, I have
diamond
diamond dust. Oh, I can't cast the spell.
Hackney.
Salting it on people.
A memory that is not your own flashes within your mind.
Let me get my note typing fingers.
All
All right,
right.
let's fucking do this.
All right, the memory that flashes within your mind, Hackney, is that of the redacted in which the armor of which is made of that you wear. Where you see, the redacted was a colleague of Marcellus Kingvale.
Ha! I killed that bitch and his friend.
Oh.
So, I have some good news and potentially upsetting news. The good news is that this flash of insight within your mind reveals to you one of the location of one of the 9 pieces of the Staff of Sages. The potentially upsetting news is now you know where the Sheet of the Legion is.
Uh-oh.
Well, anyway.
I don't know the impactfulness of that smile.
That's bad.
I destroyed this ancient artifact of wizarddom, and apparently Crowley made it. So I guess I gave him its power. And I was like a really goody two shoes, so I always kind of felt conflicted. But
you had your whole memory trip thing. I get to have one now.
Okay.
Shush. So you know this guy? She points to her mask and like chest piece.
Yeah, he sucked.
You know, killed him, stole my nephew, turned him into armor. Well, not killed, stole my nephew, and then I killed him and turned him into armor. Anyway, so I just got a memory from him. He's a colleague of this Versailles. Versailles
2 for 2, king bitch.
And I know I know one of the locations for the 9 pieces of a thing called the Staff of Sages.
The Staff of the 9 Paths?
Staff of Sages. I don't know if that is... I wouldn't know any other different names for it.
That right there, if I'm recalling correctly, was the staff used by the guy who basically created modern wizardry. Yeah, I knew a guy who almost had it, but he decided to not. I think it was not destroy KO.
And what Bractor is referring to, any wizard knows the story of the Sage of 9 Paths. The wizard who supposedly created the pillar of modern-day magic and created the 9 schools of magic that are still used today.
That's sick. All right. Also, I know this thing where the Sheet of the Legion is, whatever that means.
Ah, shit. I thought I destroyed that. Fucking alright, you win one, King Vale.
What a fucked up day.
Kind of like how the Staff of Sages is the staff of the first wizard. There's like 9 or 8, whatever other artifacts, that basically epitomize the schools of magic. The Sheet of the Legion is that for necromancy. I used to have it actually in 2 other ones. I think I had illusion and transmutation. Yeah, I was a wizard
I now
that
understand
time.
why this is upsetting news.
Yeah, we kind of took it from, ironically, King Vale, but like, again, and he was going to use it to basically do the same thing, raise an undead army and conquer cat. He wasn't a very creative guy.
Can it be destroyed? Maybe when you tried, it just couldn't be.
Well, I made it into a god, or maybe Crowley just owned it, or made it, created it. No, I don't think they can be destroyed. I think the Archmage back in the day wanted to collect them all, not to destroy them, but to save them. But then they all kind of died, and he went a little crazy, and he left the Mage's Guild to a fighter.
That is
yeah,
what happened.
The Mage's Guild used to not suck, and
yeah,
they were
I
kind
know
of
that.
assholes.
I know that.
They actually used to have one of my friend's boss was a sausage.
Sausage.
I don't think people want me to get into it.
No, back to this Crowley stuff, if you could.
Okay.
So, how did you meet Crowley?
Oh, I never met the prick. So,
okay.
I was deep into dealing with King Vale's invasion. I was one of the first people, along with a world wanderer named Little Fang, a freelancer named Arlo, and captain of the Night Guard, Tanis. We fought his lieutenant, and we found out his plans, and then I coordinated this whole thing. But then a lot of other people went in before me, and the point is, Wondox spoke to me in that refraction and said that we needed to use the Sheet of the Legion to create a new Black Pantheon god so that there would be balance, so that good would not triumph over evil and kick off a chain reaction shitstorm. So the friends I was with, Strider, Captain of the Watch Wall, and Little Fang again. Fun fact, fucking Kingvale was killed by a wolf, just like a regular ass wolf. Fucking asshole.
Nice.
Yeah, just fucking bit him in the ankle and he died. We made a sacred decision, despite our better nature, to allow evil to grow in strength to maintain the balance. And I later discovered that since apparently Crowley made the Sheet of the Legion, he was the one who answered its call.
Arcadum, does Derek know in character if the Crowley that made him into a demon was Crowley the Eldar or Crowley the deity?
Those are all the same thing.
I think. Do you mean?
I mean, was it before
God?
or after his ascension to?
Oh, way before. Way before.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. Like I said, I never met Crowley. I don't know if I gave him divine power, if he was already working on it. You'll find that becoming a god involves a lot of power and a lot of fucked up things to happen. That or you have to, like, eat a rock. But, like, a special rock.
What kind of rock?
I don't really want to get into it. They're more like magical orbs that personify fractions of existence.
Oh, never mind.
You have to have a big glowy dude put it in you.
Huh?
I'm interested.
I think I need to go have words with Aaron later. I'm just gonna.
So I meant that as an offhand comment, and that happened.
Meanwhile, in the southern tent. Oh, a visitor! Hello.
Hi.
So, it seems that all eventually come to Avadesi. Come forward and tell me your woes, and I will help you.
Let go. What the fuck?
Oh, I did not mean to put my hands on you. I just get so excited to hear about other people's problems. Do you not like book clubs? Do you not like reading?
Boring.
Boring? Oh.
Also,
Yes.
the way everyone goes on about, how dangerous it is knowledge, and then they fucking share everything they've ever heard of.
I know.
Talk about stupid.
Isn't it
Just do your job.
hypocrisy to the highest order to claim that secrecy is somehow some kind of boon or protection? It is nothing. Nothing but a travesty. Tell you what, I will listen to your words. Speak into my nipple.
I have nothing to say to your nipple or you.
Oh. All right. Would you like some of this bread that I baked?
Now you're talking.
Very good. I call it toast.
Toast?
Ah, yes. You see, you take a slice of this bread, and then you add a little fire, and then it's nice and kind of crunchy. And I even started adding raspberries to it. It's fantastic. Watch. Try it out.
I have a problem with this. How is it
Oh
that
my
toast was
God.
invented after the panini?
This is a taste sensation.
I know. Isn't it not great? You have crunchy and soft and succulent, savory. Oh, it's everything at
The
once.
texture, the tang.
It's fantastic. I personally think it's going to change food Yes, it's going to be great. Muhammad.
Commit to the bit.
Is it poison?
Poison? Well, that depends. Do you consider it poisonous to eat sweets in the morning and slowly you'll gain weight and lack of confidence? No? Well, I have good news. It's not poison at all. That was rude.
I felt strange for a second, like some eyes were on us.
Do changelings have to worry about gaining weight?
Very odd. Well, my dear, please enjoy some of my toast with me. I can't wait.
I'm just going to eat. Don't worry about me. I'll eat some of your toast and put my feet up.
Oh, yes, very good. I haven't had a friend before. Oh, it's so exciting. I should buy her a... What do women like? Lord O'Lockenhigh, tell me of women. No. What? Tell me! My lord, I require the dark truth! She'll be right, don't worry about it, mate. Fine! I shall follow your humble words.
Lord O'Lockenhigh, I'm entering my 1300th year. I require that you give me the talk.
All right. What do you think, Nipple? Disturbing. Okay.
Did his nipple just...
That man is a mystery wrapped in an enigma.
Man, we missed the real story. This is the wrong tent.
Yeah,
Sure, we like
this is my favorite arc.
we uncovered like 3 world-altering artifacts and 2 spectral appearances, but we missed the invention of toast.
Meanwhile,
the real winner
growling
here.
nipple. Don't forget the growling
I like how
Wow, that was
so many other things are toasted bread, but no one's ever just looked at just bread and been like, wait a second.
Meanwhile, in the trees of Revelation.
Yes.
Oh boy, it's finally time.
I've waited for this.
All right, Bellanovan. You enter an area.
I wanted to RP it.
Oh. Okay, go ahead,
that's
bud.
fine.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. I will tightly grip the hilt of my sword with both hands. I will pull it to my chest and, kind of raise it. And so it's like parallel to my nose in front of me up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I will close my eyes. And as I close my eyes, I will think about all the things that led up to happening to this moment and to getting this sword. And after I let those thoughts and contemplate them for a bit, I'll just let them pass until my mind is completely empty. And then after that, I will feel the tightness of my grip. I will feel the wind and how it interacts with everything around me. I'll hear Gruff's steady breathing. I'll hear the ocean as it crashes onto the rocks. Any wildlife that may be rustling or chirping or making any sounds. I will smell everything around me, maybe the trees, maybe Gruff being too close. And then after I've felt everything, I will start dancing with my sword, swinging around in a sort of sword dance, and I will try and play the song closest to my heart with the song Blade. Aldrock, the Blade of Harmony.
Good shit. Short forward, do you have a song that you want me to play?
Senpai noticed me.
Do the Titanic recorder one.
Well, it has to be some sort of kind of fluty song, right?
I've got something for you.
All right.
Baka me time.
No.
I start playing do 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 do
Please no.
do.
Please stop. I've played Arcade. Please no.
That was an Arcade.
Wait a minute,
What is that?
How dare you?
Why is this thing playing Song
dare
of
you.
Storm?
That is the exact same song. Oh my god.
Sea Shanty number 2.
It is.
That's not what I needed. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Here it is. That'll work. Since I've been playing so much of it.
Which part did you play in it? Oh, this one.
There you go, bud.
Sorry.
Ooh.
Very sick. All right. As you begin to dance with your blade, the wind flows around you, blowing now green leaves, which are a bit out of season. And then you stand before the shrine of a Veyron hidden away in these trees. The wind flows. Your blade sings. The song is soft at first, before it begins to play at a heightened tune. The wind increases in its intensity, and then slowly, swing by swing, an afterimage is left behind. One of pure life. You begin to weave not as a blade, but as a seamstress, a tailor of life. The strands shift and twist. And then as you end your dance, they float around you, revealing the true nature of the blade that you wield.
Ooh.
Here you go, buddy. Alderrock, the Blade of Harmony, is a +3 longsword that requires a covenant with Inu. You have now unlocked its ability to wield the strands of life. Normally only accessible to those that follow the path of the Weaver, but gifted to the warriors that serve as the guardians of the Shattered Gate. As such, you may at this time choose one of the various paths that the Guardians can take. There are 6 choices, and I will give you an explanation into each of them, but I will need you to decide only one.
Okay.
Alright, here we go. Your 6 choices are the various knots that the braids, that the strands make up of, that the weavers wield. It all goes back to the power of life. For life forms the strands. The weavers weave those strands into braids which follow the specific knots of the teachings of Inu. And the 6 knots, the ones you must choose from, are harmony, purity, entropy, energy, vivacity, and lucidity.
Can you write them all down?
I can.
If that's all right.
Man, I'm so pumped right now, dude. You guys have no idea.
Me too.
All right, these are your 6 choices. I will now explain what their various knots represent. Harmony represents cooperation. Life begets more life. The pack hunts together. The tree grows. Birds make their nest. The harmony of nature. And the twisting pattern that creates Yggdrasil. Purity represents that of cleanliness. The expulsion of poison and deadly substances. The purity of life, unbound and unstopped. Entropy represents the lack of life and its solemn sacred duty that death has. For within death, new life can be formed. Within the corpse, a new life springs forth. Energy is movement and warmth.
Movement, you say?
Indeed. Energy allows the living things to grow, but to also move, to journey, to travel, to shift, to change. Vivacity is the heartbeat of life itself. It is the primal force that grants those living things the beating of their hearts, the breath in their body, life itself. And lucidity is the mind, desire and choice, ambition, and also clarity. The 6 knots lay before you. 6 battle stances lay before you. Guardian, which one do you choose?
Well, I'm pretty sure I know which one I want to choose, and I will choose the Stance of Energy.
Very well. With your blade in hand, you slice through the knot of energy. Its strands unravel and swirl into your blade. As they do so, their power surges, and you begin to walk through the stances the Guardians have left behind. Now you may choose which energy to wield. Or rather, which one you will wield first. Your choices are earth, fire, air, water, wood, star, and primal.
Oh, I think this one is pretty obvious. I'm gonna choose Star.
It's actually not. You gotta choose wood for the wind spell.
No, I choose Star.
For Sirocco, yes. LOL. Good reference. All right. You choose Star?
Yep, because of the Matron of Fate and the star map that led me here.
As I thought you might. Your blade follows the path of the stars. And as such, you gain Constellation Stance. Alrighty then. Let me get those notes open for you. Oh, let's see here. Where's my notebook? Where's that grid book I actually drew all these constellations somewhere. I can't remember which book I put them in.
What a good day.
I think it's down here. Hold on.
Except not learning Cyclopean. Sag.
No one learned Cyclopean.
I learned 2 words. And I'm very happy.
I'm dog.
And history.
I'm gonna look at everybody's head in this tent.
I know where it is. Okay, hold on.
Hold.
I know where it is.
First, I was upset that you weren't a blue hedgehog. But then I realized, wait. You're not Sonic, you're Shadow. So we just need to give you some scooters, like little scooter shoes. Oh god, Gruff consumed.
Gruff, no!
Are you eating me?
I forgot I can open a 3rd map tools. I'm just going to bring up the Starcaller fight. Oh, baby.
Hooray!
Now you're just showing off.
Mantis is relevant twice today.
Jesus Christ. Whatever Stir's doing, don't let him do it.
Oh my god.
I didn't make them that big.
Big gruff.
It's terrifying.
Stir's making a joke of
A
our
little piece
campaign.
of lettuce in his teeth.
He's the twinkle in my eye.
Yep, he is definitely the twink in your eye.
You might be the Guardian, but I'm the Guardian's Guardian.
Would that make him your pupil?
I hate you.
Please laugh.
It's just like that joke was funnier than you all thought.
Thank you, everybody.
I'm especially looking at your head now.
I'm still.
Oh, pupil!
Really,
God damn it, Russ.
If it were us, it'd be poople.
Oh, because she shit her pants.
Hold on, I have
diarrhea.
I have a lot of searching I have to do real quick.
It's fine. We'll talk about diarrhea.
I just feel bad because I have the stuff, but it's like I don't know. I just feel bad because I make people wait a lot.
All right, I could talk to Bractor for another hour.
Bractor could talk to Bractor for an hour.
This is nothing. You make us wait like fucking 6 days between D&D sessions, so like.
True. Yeah, that's the real travesty.
Let's just
Why are we
all
not doing this
learn-
every day?
Let's all learn Cyclops while we're busy, but let's try to get into like a weird pattern so that something crazy fucking happens.
Yeah.
All right. Everyone
Let's just make the
rotate
Star of
around the
David.
tent.
You guys get into a pattern, and then I'll watch you all while you do it.
Does this work? Does this work? Does this work? Does this work?
Quick,
Can we try
everyone
Big Dipper?
T-pose.
I'm using my eyes.
Wait,
I am
Sean,
being looked
Sean,
at.
am I in the wrong place? You guys did fight the. Oh shit!
Are you thinking of the other?
Oh, that's
star
group.
guy?
Yeah, yeah. It's Group 51 fought them on band, right? Yeah, that's right.
Or which band are you thinking of?
The one
We
where
fought-
I drew out the constellations. That's what I'm looking
We
for.
fought the Observer, yeah.
The Observer?
Yeah.
Okay.
Look at the tent.
That was
Arcadum.
the last
Don't look
thing
at the
we.
tent.
That was like the last big fight we had.
The Observer. Okay, so you guys did fight the Observer. The Observer.
It
All
just
right.
wasn't a very long fight because I breathed on him and he died.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no. The tent is not okay, dude. The tent.
Yeah,
Somebody
don't
make
look at
an
the
oath. Do it. Make an oath right now.
We're gonna just hear Jeremy
And-
stop and go, "Wait, what the fuck?" As he has no idea why his map doors just crashed.
Someone take a screenshot, please.
I got it. I got
Going to
it.
Abaddon, boys.
I got it. All
The
right,
best
took
thing
a
is no one
screenshot.
can see what's fucking happening.
If this becomes canon, dude, he can punish us so
Here,
bad. We gotta
I'll
be
put it in
careful.
I'll put it
I
in
want to
the
do it.
big tier group
Delete it
chat.
before he comes back. Wipe
Here,
the board clean before the substitute teacher comes in, please.
I put it in the big tier group chat.
This is when this all gets released on a big DVD. This is gonna be in like the blooper reel.
All right. Bellanovan,
Yes.
you have 3 choices you get to make in Constellation Stance. You may choose the Weeping, the River, or the Lord.
Do I get to know what they do?
The Weeping gives your blade the ability to cause bleed damage. The River gives you the ability to have increased movement.
Oh.
And and
It's called a river, Billy.
and the Lord gives you increased defenses.
I could get increased defenses, but if I just always run away, then I'll never get hit. And then if I run away and never get hit and go in stealth, I'll have infinite health. So I'm gonna go with a river.
All right. Coolio.
My God, he's immortal.
Until you trip.
Then I'll just, even if I trip when I'm going that fast, I'll just slide very far. So it's the same thing.
You'll die. Your face scraping across the ground.
He fell so fast he started spinning and became a drill.
Belly, you're the drill that will pierce the heavens.
Did someone
more
say
like-
Gurren Lagann?
I'm basically turning into a
Yes.
Flash.
Billy,
Would you like to
you're
talk
rolling
about
around at the speed of sound.
Rolling around at the speed of
That's
sound.
appropriate, yes.
I can sit here and talk
Are you
about
guys
Gurren Lagann
stomping
for
on my
hours.
rabbit off camera?
Hey, man. No one needs to see it. It still needs to happen.
Listen, we're taking this chance.
Guys, I already told you he can't be Sonic. He's not blue. He's
Has
red.
anyone
I could always get a blue outfit. You never know.
has anyone made fan art of that scene from JoJo where they're all stomping on the guy and then like the person with the wine stops to stomp on him, except it's the rabbit?
Oh yeah, that's been art that somebody's drawn for us.
Like I don't know, every day there's like 100 new pieces of fan art, so it's
I'll find it. I think I know where it is. It's really fucking good.
Saren.
Yeah?
Teach me to be a better druid.
I look at your head.
You could try not dying.
Maybe.
Ozzy. You're a fine druid, and there's no need to be sulking about.
Yeah, you seem to be doing okay.
Fine is a rating below good.
No, I mean fine is
You're
in
doing
exemplar.
good.
I'm not even worth as much as a good baseball card.
How are you getting on this whole you're not worth anything? Didn't a god personally reach down to resurrect you just like 30 minutes ago?
Because Hackney told him to. She's great. She's the best.
All right,
Well, it's definitely not 30 minutes ago.
I edited your sword.
Ooh.
With your stance. All right.
Let me scroll up. Oh my. Should I read?
Omni Slash, bro.
You gonna read it out for everyone?
Oh yeah, I'll read it out. So Alderrock, the Blade of Harmony, is a +3 longsword with Covenant of Inu. Strands of Life allow Belanovan to use the Strands of Life in order to... Oh, I forgot to put the cost in there. It costs a Strand of Life to enter a stance.
Oh, okay.
Let me add that. Sorry. The stance he got is the River, and in this stance he gains 20 feet of additional movement. In addition, whenever he would move to an enemy at least 15 away from an enemy that he just damaged with this weapon, he may attack them as a triggered action. If you hit, you may repeat this process, but each creature can only be struck in this way once per round.
Hey man, that's pretty poggers.
Oh my god, wait.
What?
Your current
So
one
is-
is amazing.
So is it that like that Indian movie where he runs past a line of people punching him?
Out of all the
What?
references you could have done, that's like the most obscure and weird.
That's so obscure.
Oh, so it's like Naruto?
Oh,
That's what
God.
you're supposed to say.
Wait, so
so like basically, if I hit them while going away and I hit, I can go 15 feet away again and hit, and then go 15 away and hit again, as long as I hit. If I read that correctly, or is it only triggered once?
Okay, so you hit someone, right?
Mm-hmm.
In that stance, you may move 15 feet away from them to another enemy, and you may hit them as a triggered action. If
okay.
you hit them, you may keep repeating this process until either A, you miss, or B, you have hit every creature that you can reach once.
Gotcha.
Oh, fuck yeah, dude. I know what that's like, and that shit is great.
And I guess from the way this reads is I can get more stances eventually.
More stances, more abilities that you can spin strands on. This is one of those serious artifacts.
Fucking
It's one of my named artifacts that I will get art made of.
Ooh.
But anyway, they're basically a bunch of class features. But anyway, that is what you get.
That's a good question. Does it provoke pay-ups?
It sure does.
Ooh. Ooh.
It does not
That could be
protect you
scary.
from that. Yeah.
Is there anything else I can do with the Strands of Life?
Not yet. You have to meditate and train with
Gotcha.
your blade still to learn more.
I got to kill some monsters and get some EXP to level my blade and thirst it with its blood.
But Alderrock does, however, have finesse, so you can use your
Of
dex with
course.
it.
Very nice. I guess now that I've done all this, well, I assume since I became a guardian, I'm pretty much already like in a covenant with Inu, right?
Correct. Which is that's more of just like a formality. It's just on the blade because it's a covenant item. Since it's a covenant item, it also levels up with you, which is the other thing that means.
Gotcha. Well, I guess I'll do one last thing before I join everyone in the camp. I'll get down to my knees, close my eyes, and I'll do one last prayer to the Matron of Fate. And I'll say, you know, I've been with you this whole time, and you've led me through some pretty crazy adventures. And I'm not sure, as always, if this is the end goal you chose for me, or it just happened to be going on those paths and intertwining through all the webs, and I somehow got here. But thank you for your time, the Matron of Fate, and I will always love and appreciate you.
A wind blows and tousles your hair, much like a head pat.
Aw.
When you stand from your meditative state, the blade has accepted you as its wielder. You now have earned officially the title of... Hold on. Let me get you that real quick.
Bro.
Hey.
That's your title. You're my bro.
Well, I thought we always had that title.
Yeah, so you better not replace it with some new fancy title just because some guy in the astral sea out there ain't even any fish out there, and calling it to say.
Why do I care this? What?
Yeah, so if you take his title, then you're gonna remove my title, which was best bro.
I thought your title was Godfondler. I thought
No, our title is best bro.
Oh, we're best bros?
Yeah.
We are the best bros in this universe, right?
Yeah.
Did you like my dance?
I thought it was exceptionally lame and pointless.
What do you mean pointless and lame?
Well, I don't see the point in why you had to do all that flopping around.
Okay, just think of it this way. Dance of doing it to the left and tugging it and like letting it get a little away. It's kind of like that, just more elegant.
Dance.
It's a fisherman's
technique.
Dance. Well, you could consider it a dance.
But if you actually were to dance, you might alert the fish through the vibrations in the ground.
All right.
Then you could catch it.
Your title is Abvi Havak, which means guardian.
Can you spell it out for me?
I put it on your label.
Oh, nice.
There you go, bud.
Thank you very much. Well, do you want to go back to the others? I have to give them dust.
All right, then go back then.
Yeah, let's go on down yonder. I wonder what happened over there.
To anybody here, to anybody in chat that can speak Hindi, this is how it's spelt in Hindi. Means guardian.
Did you take me to the Cactus of Truth?
Yeah, I just moved us.
Okay.
It's a waypoint.
The Cactus of Waypoint.
Truth.
All right, let's go see what these guys down yonder are up to.
All right. Scanning for meanwhiles. Okay. All right. What were you guys doing?
Fucking.
Well,
I guess learn Encyclopean now.
Wait,
really?
Suppose unlock anything?
Is it time?
What are you guys doing in here? What's been going on?
Well, we were learning
Where do we
Cyclopean.
start?
Wait, really?
Well, that was the
Without
idea.
me?
Yeah, lesson's over, mate. You missed it.
Well, technically,
Actually, we never really started. We got like
Lesson's
one
over.
word in.
Eustace leans into Bellanovan's ear and says, in case you missed the lesson, the only thing we learned is that Veskin means tree.
Means tree. And it doesn't even, like, do anything. when you say it.
I mean, I also explained about the history of Cyclops and Vega, but I guess that's not important.
Well, I already knew that.
Can I like cross-reference my shark eye with his Cyclopean tree and learn if he like pronounced it wrong or said it in a different way?
Do you guys do that?
Oh, I mean, I have no context for what he's talking about. So
I'm a linguist and I learned Sharkai and all the power words. So I can probably cross-reference all of your words of power and, kind of see if I can make you use them correctly or not.
Wait a minute. So
There's more than 6 power words in Sharkai.
Yes.
Okay, hold on. Everyone stop moving before we go any further. It seems that our tent seems to be a resonant force in the universe. So depending on where we all stand, magic shit happens. So we can either take this into the private trees where everyone goes and talk, or I would ask nobody, just go and, stand around in miscellaneous shapes.
Magic shit happens in here.
Use this. Stop. Use this.
Just to be clear, I'm not feasting on anybody's mind right now,
You
right?
used to say the H word, you won't.
No.
Heck.
Okay, good.
Are you saying you would want to do this one-on-one, Mo?
No, look, anyone that actually wants to learn Cyclops should come with me. All these other chuckle fucks should probably go somewhere else. I'm sorry I used a mean word, but that's how I feel right now. Everyone's been disrespecting it.
You should use mean words all the time.
I invented that word. The DM won't tell you that.
But what my diamond does.
I hear Saren crying,
too.
and I ignore them.
Hey, Arcadum, I just realized.
Someone say diamond dust.
Yeah, what's up?
Wouldn't Derek know Cyclopean?
What an interesting question.
And now for the interesting answer.
You don't.
Idiot.
Well, would you like to learn?
I suppose.
I can teach you Sharkai at the same time. We can exchange notes.
Is that shark language? We got shark potions, don't we?
Well, it's not necessarily a shark language.
We can talk as sharks then.
It's more of like an ancient race.
They're elves.
So are Cyclops. What a coinkydink.
Exactly.
Sharkai are elves.
Never mind, I don't like them.
Well,
no, they're like metal murder elves.
Oh,
that's badass, actually.
Yeah, they fight, and then when they want to reproduce, they literally fight for it.
Oh, hey, Roast, do a fight?
Oh,
I don't think we should fight inside the camp.
Would you like to learn Infernal?
Oh, I know Infernal.
Wait, so what is this linguist shit? You know all languages or something?
You want to know the languages I do know?
Nerds.
I know Common, Sharkai, Infernal, Elvish, Dwarvish, Orclan, Draconic, and Gnomish.
No Gripply. I know Gripply.
Well,
And
hey,
any new language I would like to know.
if you want to learn a couple things, I'll teach you a couple things. How's that sound?
Yeah. Like I said, I can teach you the power words for Cyclopean.
Well, no, I know the power words
Tangent
for
with Sharkai.
Cyclopean.
Well, apparently from what I heard coming in here, you tried to say the power word tree and nothing happened.
Well, that wasn't a power word. That was just the word for tree. If it's a power word, you got to mean it. Like this. Varric! Did I get the name wrong? What was the word again?
This isn't looking good as a teacher.
Wow. All right. So, Mo and Bellanovan wish to. Okay, just to confirm, you're going somewhere else, or you're doing it here?
Well,
I have to restart my map tools. Hold on. Fucking crashed.
This is just kind of a danger waiting to happen with how often shit's been going on in this pile. So I'd be down to take it to a different tent.
Come to my tent.
The date tent over here, or wherever else.
Okay. Yeah, I'm coming to that.
Okay.
Let's all go there.
Let's all go to the smaller tent.
Are you coming with Hackney?
I'm regretting this decision immediately.
I'm going with
Like I said, we could have done it one-on-one.
Oh, I mean, this guy apparently wants to know more about the Vega, and he doesn't talk much, but he keeps doing little
Isn't
gasps.
he the Lord of Donuts?
I guess so.
That's one of my titles, yes.
Can I try one of your donuts?
Are you a demon?
I mean, if I'm gonna do you a favor, I might as well. be
That
doing
is one
in
of my
return.
many titles. Yes.
Is Ozzy just like
you can try one.
Hackney?
Nah, more like I'm clinging to her. He's really depressed and.
Oh, out of character. I know this is a free inspiration if we do it right.
Wait, how does that work? Because it hasn't. Oh, that's so much retconning.
Yeah, it'd be a lot of retconning.
Wait, I can't. Well,
I'll
no,
save
that's
this for
right.
later.
Never mind.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Amazing.
Okay, let's start this study session.
All right, it's a little more cramped, but I think
That's
we'll make
fine.
this work. Okay,
right.
so here's the thing: Cyclopean's an ancient language. I only know 2 power words right now, but I'm working on the rest. See, I got this whole cyclopedia right here.
Well,
and
you
I'll
have a
show
encyclopedia?
Yeah, I'll show him. I don't know if I'll open it and like flip through it, but I'll show him the
Well, can
the
you
cover.
give it to me? I can probably figure them out for you.
Is there going to be any danger to you, saying I'm my special words with your special language? I don't want to get the streams crossed or whatever.
Well, I don't think so, but I don't plan on saying any of them haphazardly.
Okay, as long as you say them intentionally. I hear that's part of the trick.
Well, that's how I became the way I looked now.
Bellanovan and Mo, as you begin to practice the various power words with one another and discuss them, I need both of you to make me history checks with advantage.
Oh.
I've been on this?
You want to help me, Hackney?
Yes.
Here you go. Have some guidances.
Do you want to help me, Donut Boy?
I don't know shit about these languages, apparently.
Please.
Do I get any pluses for having linguists?
Oh no, I need it. Although I would have proficiency in history. I don't think this token was updated with that yet. So
It's okay.
I would do more.
Just roll again. I got the rest.
And then he'll do the
I just need to
rest.
see the die roll. I just need to see the die roll.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It should be +4 to that. Maybe. No, +6, I guess. What is it? Rogue proficiency.
Hold up. Here we go. Hold on, I have to open up like 8 notes and I'm eating at the same time. God.
Would you like me to feed you, my lord?
My lord.
Open thy mouth.
All right. Bellanovan and Mo, you discover something in your twin study sessions. You discover that while the languages are different, there are 2 things that are the same. Meaning and pronunciation. The words are arranged in different manners, but they are close enough that one could be mistaken for the other. And you have discovered the secret of power words.
Oh shit.
Hold on. Gotta open this. Yeah, that. This is why 7 years and 7 days takes so much prep, because shit like this happens all the time. So.
Yeah, we've had a lot of revelations.
Wait, it's all power words?
Always has been.
Always has been. Zatar! And just fucking blows himself up.
No!
All right. All right. Oh, Jesus Christ. All right. Anime lovers, calm the fuck down.
Oh shit, is this like Naruto?
Yeah.
Hey, I like anime.
Me too.
This reminds me of Maharaba Heartful Days.
All right.
Ooh.
Mo and Belanoven, you have discovered a power word. A power word that is universal. One that is usable with all the 6 different power word languages. And that power word is Anoreth.
Can you spell it out?
Yep. It is otherwise known, in common tongue, it is translated to the Red Star.
Sick.
Do we know what it does?
Yes.
We know the cost.
If you speak Anoreth, you may travel to the Red Star of Anoreth.
Okay, so that's pretty straightforward.
Yep.
Oh, field trip.
And
Red is good.
And if you travel to the Red Star of Anoreth, you may learn the secrets of the Shapers.
I've never actually been there.
That's kind of
Be a
pog.
fun trip.
Does anyone know what any of that
whoops,
is?
I misspelt it. I'm sorry.
Do you want to test it right now? You ready on the count of 3?
Wait,
1, 2.
Where you guys go? Where you guys
I'm just
go?
messing
I
with
actually
you.
have a question for Tatum. You said it could be used with all of the other words. So, like, if you
It can be
make them with
used.
them-
It can be used. It's a universal word, which means that each of the different power word languages have their own words that are separate. But this reveals that there are universal power words, which means that the different dialects are all the same language.
Okay, cool.
If it's a shapey thing, then I mean, I wild shape. It might be for me.
I mean, I knew someone that was a pilgrim of the Red Star once.
Do I teach him of any of the power words he doesn't know?
Well, the two of you are studying, and you can learn the different power words from each other. But that's the biggest takeaway from that is Anoreth, which means that you can travel to the Red Star.
Do we know if this would take us back from there, or is it just a one-way ticket? I mean,
that I
Mo
cannot
will find
answer
out eventually. Okay.
You find out when you use it.
Yeah, that's the plan.
They've sent people from the Red Star here before. They could.
Hey, what is this whole Red Star thing?
I'm not sure.
I'm talking to the
historian.
It sounds like it's something for communists. I ain't interested.
What's a communist?
Has that been invented? I don't know.
Through our history books, can I? Is there anything I can know for this?
Don't
All right, you can take a shot at a history check, but you're gonna need everything. So
I will assist and have a guidance.
I will help. Smile.
Good thing I have.
Oh my god, how fat is your history?
Very
I'm a
fat.
lore
She's
wizard.
huge.
They're what we call a fucking geek.
20 food.
I may have to study under you, young tiny thing.
There's a reason why I am so eager to learn.
I'll Ben luck that for 4 more.
I don't know much about the Red Star, but I know they knew about the you know what.
Oh.
Also,
I don't
think
know what.
I think there was something called a GIF. Well,
I believe it's pronounced GIF.
Oh my god. The Jif Yankee.
I am livid.
Did you say livid?
Oh, okay. Out of character, Craigie believes it's GIF. Mo believes it's GIF. Okay, thank you. Just get out of the way.
I'd beat the shit out of Mo on the spot.
You can try.
No, if I'm not mistaken, that person that was a cleric of the Red Star, I think is still active. I think they were working for the Grasping Head not too long ago, if not currently.
Here.
Yeah.
Who?
Like here.
Well,
Yeah,
on
like-
Calcatesh, there's a woman named
that
Riley.
doesn't help me.
We could probably try to contact her.
You can do that.
Or we could just go.
Sending, or like a mail pigeon.
Yeah. She was an oracle of the Red Star.
Well, do you want to go there instead of the dungeon then?
No, I want to go in the dungeon.
Yeah, so we understand all you want to do is die.
We kill the goddamn baller fly when we go back in there.
We didn't even get any loot.
I mean, I wanted to go to the gate.
What do you mean you didn't get any loot?
They didn't. I did.
What? You got a fucking artifacts? I will choke you out, short for.
You got 3 outfits.
That was unrelated to the boss.
That was that was different. I was
Fucking don't cross me.
The whole party didn't
No,
glare.
hey.
I just got depression.
No. Things turn very. Things will turn 180 real quick.
Greatest loot of all.
Oh shit. Well,
I'm sorry. That was.
Thank you.
Okay, I got away from you a little bit.
Wait, did we learn anything about the red planet? Wait, red planet? No. that's
Yeah.
not
What
it.
about Hackney's history?
You already forgot. You didn't learn anything.
With that,
You weren't paying attention at all.
with that history check, you believe, Hackney, that Anareth may be in reference to, or rather, the red star of Anareth may actually be also a reference to a celestial anomaly that occurs during the summer solstice, which is when one of the stars appears red in the sky. It was believed by ancient Calcutetians that the red star was an evil entity, but it is far more likely that the red star is just simply one of the many strange occurrences in the astral sea.
You relay as much.
Wait, so if we teleport to this place, are we just gonna get burned up immediately?
Well, I'd assume it's like some sort of planet.
Definitely people.
Does Mo know the difference between a star and a planet? I don't know what our understanding of the space is.
Cosmologically speaking, you do not believe that you'll burn up, because in this case, those are places that one could go to. Yes.
Okay. Well, hey, whenever you want a field trip, let me know. I'm always down for reckless adventure.
Hey.
Oh, you just want to all go there?
Good news, guys.
Can we all go?
Word that kills you.
I think we have to deal with this labyrinth first.
Oh, first Smurf. First Smurf.
Okay. I'm gonna just kind of go out of character here because I think I need to. If the two of you wish to go to the Red Star of Anareth, we can do that, but I have to put aside a special block of time for that because only the two of you can go, because you have
wait, only us can go?
because you have the knowledge of the power words. And if we go, then that means we'll have to do like a duo side adventure. So
Ooh.
A buddy adventure. What say you?
Can half of Gruff come?
No, half of Gruff cannot come.
When is it going to be canon that I'm him? I'm going to go find those depth stars and link brains with him.
Oh my god.
Well, that's
I don't want
interesting.
Gruff to always be right. Why Gruff isn't right this time? Fucking Gruff.
Well, that's
Gruff's
interesting that it's just the two of us now.
Garfield.
Don't leave us, Belly. Don't leave it. We need you. You're like 12th level now.
I can basically teleport. I'll be
not
back,
how
I'm
that-
sure.
If we
Neither of
really
those
want to
things are
fuck
how
with
that
God,
works.
I could say right now and retcon the last adventure we just had. Like, we could really fuck with him right now. Let's keep that in mind.
Honestly,
Fucking try it.
If this
Fucking try it, he says.
Man, I sure wish I had my arms.
This is for you, UC.
If this is to learn of some secrets, I'd be interested in going if you are.
Don't you dare do it.
Don't leave. If you leave, you're out. You're out of the group, Belly.
It's not.
I'll become one half of Hackney instead.
Yeah, he's gonna
No,
become.
you won't.
Gruff, it's just a little vacation.
Wait, do the rest of your companions know thieves can't?
And they do not, actually.
Oh yeah, dude.
All thieves can't to Mo, so when do you want to go?
He almost never uses thieves can't, so it's really sloppy, and he just tries to say, on the next moon, full. Like soon.
All thieves can't back? The moon is full? Are you... What?
Trying to be cryptic. After this current arc in the labyrinth that I am on, almost done, I think. unless disaster next episode.
So
That's
when
really elaborate.
I'll Thieves Camp back. So when it's your time to shine.
Oh, okay. You just got a big upgrade. Wait for mine, pretty boy.
Well, that's not what I meant. I meant when it's like your turn.
Just
What is that?
watching these.
Oh,
Meta,
no,
dude. When it's your set. Thank you for trying to do it in character short form.
That was impressive. I'm not gonna lie.
When it's your time to shine.
When it's your time.
It's your time to shine. Hey, okay, I'm waiting for my next upgrade. Pretty boy.
I tried my best.
Both Mo and Kraken had that go over his head, so I can't. That was not our piece.
It was RP for me.
That was awesome. Dude. Oh fuck.
All right, so out of character. So would this be like a day? Like, how would it canonically like fit in the timeline of us doing it?
I
Would it be...
assume we would just talk offline with Arcadum about like when we'd want to schedule it for everyone else, just so we don't like spring it on them. Or
Well,
if
the
we're
thing
about to
is-
die in the middle of a campaign, I'll just fucking say the word, get out of there.
We're in the labyrinth right now, so we would have.
Yeah,
to
I know.
Next
I know.
episode.
That's why
we need
I
to
was.
resolve that.
That's
stuff.
why I was RP saying when it's your
Yeah.
guys' turn.
And out of character, I think we're gonna head back ASAP on Saturday. If
We'll talk
everyone
about that
agrees.
Saturday, pal. I disagree. Okay, about
Yeah,
this.
I'll just let Arcadum talk about it.
I have a really good feeling about the next time we go in the labyrinth. I think nothing will go wrong and we'll come back much stronger. So whenever we get back, that's when we do our dirty deed.
I'll walk up and pat him on the shoulder, and all Thieves can't. Just don't say any words that are too interesting in there.
Don't worry, I never do.
Okay, good. Godspeed.
By the way, they diamond dust. Give them their stupid diamond dust.
I was going to.
No, you weren't. You were gonna forget.
Yes. I was gonna go to Austin, Saren.
You know I'm part of that group, right? You could just give it to me.
Yeah, but the last time I had talked about team captains of the groups, I thought Ost was the least of the dumb.
Okay. Not starting off on good foot with our buddy adventure. I see. Whatever.
I'm just being forward.
I'm sure he wouldn't lose a large pouch of diamonds, even if it was dust.
Yes.
Listen, we're gonna have to. Thieves can't. We're gonna have to start trusting each other here if we're gonna be on a duo.
Yeah. So why don't you start with the dust, pal?
It's just that they seem more responsible. It's different.
I'm gonna try to Thieves Camp what he said back, but in a sarcastic tone. I don't know how well it'll go.
Tony's just becoming busy watching this.
My God, he's a genius.
I'll just Thieves Camp back. Are you mocking me?
Yes, I'm glad that came across. That was very hard.
I like that it's just incredibly silent in the tent right
yeah,
now.
it's just fingers going.
Well, I think what's happening is it looks like they're having a normal conversation, but they speak Thieves Camp like over it.
What I'll do is I will Thieves Camp gibberish, like I just random finger movements, and when I see him try, like look like he's trying to contemplate it, I'll just give him the middle finger and leave.
Mo is shocked for a solid minute.
I'll never get a handle on Thieves Camp.
You can add the stun effect on Mo. He's not going to be moving for a while. So.
Yeah, out of character, is there any relevance to the color red being the opposite of violet?
Oh, that's out of character.
What an interesting question to ask me.
Wow. I'm assuming that means it's not going to be answered.
Cardinal Derek Antonius Revita Robes Valorous Dramp is asking interesting questions today.
Me red. Smile.
Wow.
Voice of Abaddon, voice of the Seven, Lord of Donuts, father to a murdered son, husband to a murdered wife, and I will have my vengeance.
Correct.
Bellanovan.
That's my name. Don't wear it out.
Hey, Saren.
Hey. Also, I didn't get to say before. I love the outfit.
Thank you. I went through a great deal to get it. I fought off a lion by myself, and a bunch of horses came and helped scare it off. Basically I got help from Dabarak in another life kind of thing, and then there's a lot of shit that happened.
Well, it looks like it turned out great because you look great.
I'm glad I do, because we almost died.
I'm looking at him. By the way, just in case anything happens.
Like looking, or like
You checking him out?
you,
No,
like giving me the
not
ups and
that
downs in
kind.
front of your.
All right.
Eat brain.
So about that diamond dust.
You do not want to eat his brain. No, you're fine.
Okay, good. Just making sure I don't want to eat people's brains.
Yeah, you want it?
Yes, please.
Well, come on over here. I'll give them Saren 1,000 gold worth of diamond dust. Okay, why is everyone crowded around me now?
Ost.
I like diamond dust.
As you take a
I
deep
thought you had
sniff,
cocaine.
I have terrible news. Belanovan is charming and pretty. He is competition. Damn it.
And he's rich.
Is he gonna start barking at me?
You are not.
I think
Be honored to mark your territory.
Do I notice him looking at me?
He just came up and started sniffing you, bro.
Are you okay?
Oh, hello, everyone. Whoa, what's happening here?
Are you okay?
Why is it that guy
I'm great, man.
That's
Do
good
that
to
to you,
hear.
Tyler.
What? Sniff each other? We normally don't.
How about you, Eustace? Are you okay? Why is everyone sniffing me?
I don't know. I'm sorry about
I
them.
saw Ross doing it. I didn't want him to feel left out.
Did I interrupt something, Saren, or?
I don't. What? I'm just gonna put my diamond dust in my bag really quick. Just put your stuff away.
Do you two know where Ost went?
She's a little south. Hey, you get out. You just take a look. You go down there. It's all good.
Okay. Can you guys move aside? I'm very surrounded right now, and I'm not sure why. If I'm that dazzling, you can just tell me.
You're that dazzling.
You're dazzling.
Dazzling.
Why
Everyone
was he
seems
sniffing you?
Much nicer.
You look like a
here.
Christmas tree.
I mean, geez, people, 5 years of courtship. That's the
I mean,
rule.
I was just sniffing the diamond dust. I think he got upset though.
Oh.
Oh.
My bad. Sorry. I wasn't sure.
Well,
if you were sniffing.
You were sniffing.
strike that from the record.
Yeah, let's
All right,
retcon
all
that.
right. Belanovan, as you get to here, you hear Mahop Mahep, Mahop Mahep, Mahop Mahep, Mahop Mahep, Mahop Mahep, Mahop Mahep.
Why? What is going on?
Oh my god, the bunny's there too.
Oh, hello. How are you?
Hello.
Hi.
Oh, hello.
Mahop Mahep, Mahop Mahep, Mahop Mahep.
Why are there 3 of you?
Oh, why wouldn't there be 3 of me? I'm quite a lot of me to go around, and my goodness, look at me.
Three's company.
Oh, indeed it is.
Perhaps you're just seeing what you want to see, and there's only one of me.
Good company.
Oh, my nipples are hardening by the moment.
I can tell which one's the real one.
Which one is the real one?
Why, we are all the
that guy?
real one, of course.
How can you tell?
The nipples are the detail.
The details of the nipple?
Yes.
It's true. We can't recreate the talking nipple.
My
He'll look
nipple
down.
is smiling too.
Wait, you can't talk to yours? Oh my
I
goodness.
can talk to mine, but it can't talk back.
He'll look down at his own nipple
I
and it'll
don't
go,
think mine likes conversation.
no, that's not good. Anyway, yes. How can we help you, white stranger?
Well, I was looking for Ost.
Oh!
That would be me. Yes.
Then how do I know it's you?
Well, I can speak primordial.
Oh, you can?
Yeah.
Just turn back into Ost.
Wait a minute. Can you teach me primordial?
Yes.
I would
That's how
love
you say
that.
hello.
Oh, we're speaking in primordial. One moment, I'll put on my hat.
You need a hat for that? Well, it seems I need to do another study session at some point.
We've devolved into making noises.
Well, if you're the real Ost, then I have 1,000 gold worth of diamond dust for you.
Oh. I'll take it.
Okay. I'll give this one 1,000 gold worth of diamond dust.
That's a lot of money in a.
It's a lot of dust.
Oh, I could sniff that up real quick and have quite the evening.
What if we put it in the jam?
My Biolockenhigh scrumbly tentacles! What an idea!
I don't like the rest of this.
This poor dude is like, I wish someone would die so I'd be useful.
All right, here you go.
All right, now put it on the toast.
You
Why?
know it.
Why are those people so
Okay.
Why are
One
we the
for
only-
you, one for you.
Oh, now we will literally eat the power of life. Oh, it's so decadent. My hip.
You see, this is why we're doing so much better than all the other groups.
Are we the only normal ones?
Did you guys just eat our
Definitely.
That's why we have to stick together, Gruff.
Can his nipple eat things?
Yeah, dude, next time you go on a space travel clothing shopping journey, you better bring me along.
I think
Well,
Gruff has finally been.
You know I would have if I could.
Answer me.
You're growing a little bit too independent, Billy.
I wouldn't say I'm independent. I just tried some stuff out. Because I
Learning all
thought
these
we were all going
languages,
to
you can
die.
talk to people
Yes.
that don't speak the ones that I say.
Yeah, but I'm learning the languages because it's easy to, fuck people over with contracts if you know their language.
I have never seen you make more than one contract in the year I've known you.
Yeah, there hasn't been many opportunities, unfortunately.
Let's
I
go make a
kept getting
contract with
told.
somebody.
Oh, who do you want to make a contract with?
I bet we could fool Gruff real easy.
I mean,
he's
wait
not
a
wrong.
second. I don't know.
I'll quickly whip up a contract saying that it will write something like, this contract here certifies that Gruff is my new best friend and quote unquote best bro. And then I'll do a little, what's the word where I'll do a fine print saying Gruff owes me half of everything he ever owns. Here, sign this.
Oh no, I was talking about the other Gruff that was walking around. There was like 3 of me.
I
Wait,
hate
what?
that that's a valid. I hate that's valid.
But hey, listen, we'll read this. Do you like it?
I still can't read anything but Shark Eye. I really don't get it.
Ooh, write it in Shark Eye. Write the contract in Shark Eye.
I'll rewrite in Shark Eye.
Oh hell yeah, best bros. God dang, everyone sound that. How do I sign my name?
Just like do a little bit of scribbles. I'll know it's you.
All right,
And he cuts his
Like-
finger and puts his blood on it.
Oh, that's even better.
All right. Well.
That's a
Babylon.
Yep.
Did
Wait, what
someone say
happened?
Babylon?
Babylon doesn't need to show up.
Do we have to wait for something, Arcadum?
Babby bros, Babby
Oh,
bros, Babby
Jesus.
bros, Babby bros.
Why am I in this?
The contract is sealed.
Nice.
Was that a cloud passing overhead?
Hey, Mo.
Dad? Babylon ignores the two looking for their dad.
Oh, Sag.
Eustace would start crying, but like water bends his tears so that they don't come out, and so nobody knows.
Just drink them instead.
When you waterbended the sweat off of Rouse, I laughed so hard.
Well, I guess we should go to our group and get back in the dungeon.
I never cease being confused at these transactions.
Babby bros handshake, Eustace?
Like it's the
One
last
last time.
to do.
All right, so should we get some buffs and head back in?
Oh,
A guidance, Eustace.
I know what I need to do.
Meditation, go.
Oh, performance check on that. Okay, man.
Roll it. I'm guidancing.
Okay, what's that mean?
They just
Roll
roll
an
a
extra
D4.
D4.
Oh no! Why do I even have hands? I don't deserve them.
You bring shame on our father!
Sorry, Babylon!
Babylon, we're sorry!
your arms if you're not careful.
I'll do everything I can.
What? How?
Well, that's happening. I'll give 1,000 gold of diamond dust to Bractor.
I continue to be very confused. Also, introduce me to your boss.
I can't. Do you want me to try that now?
Sure. I don't know. You're the guardian.
Hey, there's a secret spot for this. Are you hype?
Oh my god. Yeet. We're not going in this dungeon. We have 10 minutes. Gruff is already here.
Well, he's my other half. Okay. I will.
How many Gruff tokens are on this board? Oh,
I will.
Price, you say?
Sit down more so in a meditated stance this now, more so than get on my knees, and I will close off my mind and speak in my head. Hello, Inu. I know, I'm a brand new guardian, and I appreciate you taking me in for such an important role. But one of my companions, whose name is Bractor Iron Bellows, is saying that he really needs to meet you. And I was wondering what you would like me to do.
When you have mastered the blade, you will return to me on your own, and you may bring him then.
I'll just nod. All right, you have to wait.
This always fucking happens. No offense.
Well,
I think you have the right of it. Never plan anything. Just fucking mess around with some shit and eventually it'll work out.
That's what I've been doing. That's what I've been saying from the very beginning.
Yelling at me or saying that genuinely?
No, I'm genuine. Cause
hard to tell with dwarves.
Yeah, we're always kind of indignant. I don't know why we bother to plan. Every time we plan something, to go fight a beholder or to go fight that, big
parenthood.
Guy.
Well, Planned Parenthood.
I don't have children, Gruff.
Well, yeah, I'm speaking from experience. You got to plan that out. Next thing you know, then run off and go join, pretend to be a bard.
I'll walk up behind Bractor and put my hand on his shoulder. I think you just need to trust in yourself and your own fate a little bit more, Bractor. I know shit's been pretty fucking tough with you, and I know you probably hate that this has happened to me, since you have a goal to get there.
I don't hate that it's happened to you. It's just
No, you were always talking about how everyone, Gruff is getting all of this and this person's getting all that, and then you're just hating yourself because you hate the 7, but then apparently you are the 7, you're all these things you thought you wouldn't be, but now you are it, and you have this huge responsibility and you feel like you're not upholding it that much, and you have all this knowledge that you need to obtain, but you're not really obtaining it that much. I understand, but I believe in you.
This is the most genuine and complimentary thing that you've said to me since that time you said, you should just confess to Hackney, you fucking simp. You're a good guy.
Oh, you definitely should.
Yeah, you should.
I'm not.
If you don't, I will.
Also, I'm gonna, fuck. Out of character, can you, type in the Discord phonetically how to say my title? Just so I don't mess up.
I want to be very clear. I'm not a child being like, oh, I'm pining for romance. If only that girl would notice me, reverse senpai. If it was,
well, we never said that. It's just,
I'm not.
We've been with you and her for a long time. We just notice things,
I'm not trying to date anyone. Don't
Wait a second. If I transformed into a lady, do you think I'd be attractive?
What? Gruff, I promise you this. I would not want to have any kind of relationship with any woman you turn into. You could be a 15 on a scale of 1 to 10.
Even if I turn into a dwarf?
You could be a 17 out of 10 on the dwarf scale.
Imagine Gruff's beard. but as in dwarf.
First off, you're still gruff. Second off, yes, if you were a dwarven woman, your beard would be excessively beautiful, and you would be the prize of kings and nobles alike. 3, adding to the fact that I would not sleep with you nor date you because you're my friend, and I don't see you in that light. You're also married to Bellanovan, and I am uncomfortable with that.
Oh no, actually, I'm married to Halloween, but she doesn't know it yet.
That sounds like a crime.
I'll nudge Bractor and wink and say, it's the best when they start as friends.
Okay, I'm not judging you because you're together in that way.
Well, me and him aren't together.
Free
in that
love, like love who you love. That's amazing. I'm judging you because your relationship is weird.
Anyways, I'm an Avia Hawk now. You know, I have a lot more responsibility, which might,
look, I'm
think
not.
why you seem I'm nicer.
I don't resent what you've become. I want to become a weaver because it is necessary. I've never been able to be one before, and I came real close last time. Maybe this is what I am for.
You trying to prove something to your daddy?
No, Gruff, I'm trying to save everything.
Maybe you should start talking to the Matron of Fate a little bit more.
Join my cult. Join my cult.
Something you're going to learn on your journey. You can still worship a god, and the gods are valid. They have.
Oh yeah, that's not what I was saying.
But there's, in the grand scheme of things of the life stream, they're just energy, just like us, just different forms of life.
But respect goes a long way.
I respect the gods. I just don't respect. I don't know. I guess myself or my ability to, not kill anyone.
Well, maybe that's what you should start on.
Yeah, maybe you should just leave and, start a bakery or some sort of cafe.
But I left to start a town, and now look where I am.
Yeah.
Go back to the town.
Now we're fighting gods.
All right.
Again.
And that's gonna be time. Oh, jeez. Good stuff. You guys grouped up and okay, so you guys are going back into the dungeon, right?
Yeah.
Probably.
The next thing happens.
I need to hit the shop first, but yeah.
Make sure we don't group up for the dungeon in the wrong alignment.
Can we also get some buffs from people while they're here before we leave?
No.
Oh, what a fucked up day.
What a fucked
Yes,
up day.
what do you want for enhanced ability?
Dex.
You want Dex again? Who wants it out of you? I need 3 of you.
Me.
Take one.
So Hackney, Belly, and who else?
Sure.
Die again.
No. This guy.
This guy never gets hit. Give it to Gruff.
My dex is not great, but I have a lot of things that can add to my dex.
I'll do Gruff, Hackney, and Bellanovan then for enhanced ability for Dex.
Very nice.
Also,
I could,
Hackney's gonna fucking find Aaron and give him a slow nod of knowing. And thanks. Because I forgot to do that this session.
Oh, for what? For being the
For
refraction?
saving my life. Because of the death ward.
Oh, okay.
You know, I could cast Death Ward. Do you want me to prepare Death Ward?
I think that would have been good knowledge like
Oh my god,
a
he's
week
simping
ago,
Death
mate.
Ward.
Well, Aaron will just.
I want to be given the answer at this point.
Okay, I'm not saying, oh, I should prepare Death Ward because I love Hackney so much, which I'm also not saying. But
I'm
it
saying
worked
prepare
last
for
time.
me, mate. I'm the dead one. I die.
But so
Aaron can do a death
did
ward,
Gruff.
and you can do a death ward.
Gruff doesn't count. He wants to die.
That's not true. I don't know why everyone says that about me.
Nah, I don't know.
because you said that until you actually
You have
died.
some tendencies.
I didn't die.
Yes, because I saved you.
Well, then I didn't die.
I could smell Lorne.
Also, the reason I didn't cast Death Ward is because it's pretty costly on my 4th level spells. But hey, I'll prepare it. No one needs freedom of movement. That never helps anyone.
Actually, semantics. We need to have a brain lag. We can talk about this when our brains are lagging.
Does it have a expensive spell component?
No, it's a 4th level spell, and those are a pretty decent commodity. Anyway, you get some Death Ward.
Who and who?
Ozzy and Hackney.
All right, then Aaron give Gruff a Death Ward, I guess.
Fuck that.
Oh, okay, then I'll take it.
Praise your God
that.
and give me Death Ward.
What do you mean, fuck that?
Oh, it's not even concentration. You're worried about. Okay, no, yeah, we totally need that.
No, it's just 4th level spell slots. I don't.
It's awesome though. It's
High
totally
level
worth
spell
it.
slot.
Totally
I have
worth it.
one
Aaron.
more if someone wants it.
Can you give me a Death Ward?
I think just the mages are good enough from you.
Fuck that.
Why?
Okay.
Yeah, what a rude dude.
All right. Well, sounds good to me.
Very nice.
Let's get you guys lined up.
People sleep.
Yeah, and let's just say I bought superior healing if it's available.
It is. There are 3 potions of superior healing available.
Okie dokie, I take one then.
With what
750.
money? Oh right,
I've still got 1,000 left.
Blackbriar.
I robbed Blackbriar.
I robbed him. Hey, did you guys know that I did that? All right, and now it's
Thanks for
time
coming, everyone
for
else.
fan art. Yeah.
Good luck in your dungeon, guys. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye guys, thank you for joining.
Good luck, y'all.
All right, it's time for stream art.
They could have stayed for fan art. I mean,
Oh, dude, look at this
the
one.
session was just everyone.
The 3 song blades.
Ah, very nice.
Yeah, I'll give mine to Bractor.
I don't.
You
don't
could.
need a song blade.
Yeah, you do.
Fan art of Bellanoven. Nice, nice.
I have a stick. It's just a
Nice.
note. Bellanoven was rocking
so
some
beautiful.
nice eyeliner in that, or whatever.
Last week on
Mascara.
Soul of Tyr Z. Time to run.
No one was letting me run.
What a fucked up day.
It's true. Oh, I get it. Inu.
Yeah.
Shiba Inu.
Yeah. Inu means dog.
The 7th Basin. What do they mean? Casino. That's all I ever wanted.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
We're in the Badlands.
Look at this one. Whoa.
Oh, fuck.
God damn.
That's some good shit right there. When I first got it when I was in space.
People just love throwing glitter on you.
Well, it's not
Yes.
glitter. It literally, I have gold like flakes. I'm chilling with my boy.
Aw,
Chilling with my boy.
that's what you do when you chill with your boy. You cuddle.
We didn't even build a casino.
We didn't.
Again.
I just wanted a casino in the Badlands.
L never draws gruff with any emotion at all.
It makes sense.
Just chilling with my boy.
If we ever make a casino in the Badlands, I'm gonna call it 5 Pelts Casino.
That one's awesome. Bro.
Sometimes you just got to spoon with your boy.
He looks like a penguin, but also with tentacles.
Pot of gruff allows you to draw 2 more gruff.
And with that, I've drawn another pot of gruff.
Hey, can I talk to you? Let me just get my manuscript.
That's pretty accurate for what happened.
Yeah.
I timed it. It was about an hour.
I'm a bad druid.
Sorry, I'm fucking full with knowledge.
Thank you, L, as usual.
Lore, 777 secrets, cardinal refractions, lore shards, lore over my. Shove it in.
This entire episode was just lore.
Oh, this is a good scene.
777, like on a slot machine.
Hey, I didn't ask for that conversation. Oh,
No one's blaming you. I'm just saying that's what happened.
That's a good one. So how'd you get that shard? You don't want to know. Oh my god. All right, back to horny jail.
Oh, I have a
Oh no!
Jesus
No,
Christ.
No.
That goes in my special folder.
That's like
Kill it with
that's
fire.
The,
It's
that's
immune
the
to
secret
fire.
art you get after a dating sim.
Hey, we share everything, even half the bed.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I just find a way to kill God or something. You have a nice day. No, I don't think I will.
That's a good quote.
Well. Is no one gonna talk about how cool I look? Hello?
Come on.
I'm so glad someone drew that.
No one's gonna tell me I look different?
Cyclopean 101. Oh, it finally happened. Look at it. That's so good.
That pissed
me
off.
Ozzy.
It finally happens. I was the only one that cared besides Hackney, and then it starts without me.
I was busy getting my +3 weapon.
By the way, artists, please sign your art. Please, please, please. Like, as artists, you need to be signing.
That's what I thought. Shrimp.
Is he getting alpha T-posed?
Yep. Mobile the Cyclop cow.
Ooh.
That's really cool.
You keep pretending like you're the only one who doesn't care. No, wait, I said that wrong. Are you here for Cyclopean lessons too?
That character was cute.
Welcome to Cyclopean 101.
So this is what goes on in Cyclopean classes.
I feel left out.
Oh, you're kind of racist. I don't want your key anymore.
If you set up desks.
That's exactly how I felt.
Bark!
That was funny.
Oh, dude, Wander has updated art that's being worked on for Menthis.
Ooh.
Oh, here you go. That's what Menthis actually looks like.
Oh. Definitely more like a bitch.
God, it's all there too, man. Her scarab brooch.
Oh, it's all there.
Her skull scarf, succulent. Her shovel. The shovel which has the scarab symbol. Her
To
her
be
hair
fair,
comb.
I seem to remember the gnome stomper boots being knee high.
Yeah.
Wow,
They called
just
them
delete
gnome
it.
Stomper boots?
They were literally called the gnome stompers.
Jesus Christ.
The shit kickers.
Man, that's awesome.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, that was.
And that
I just
really.
like the word
No.
That's
No,
really,
I understand. It's just.
That's really nostalgic for me, man.
Yeah, no, that's awful. She's off.
I remember where she got all those, and her robe too.
Yeah, can I kill her or is she already dead?
And I played with Wander for
Yes.
5 years, man.
The nostalgia you must be feeling must be very nice.
Yeah.
Also, Succulent looked way more creepy.
Mrs. Cyclopean class, Mrs. Love shit happening. What a fucked up day.
Get the +3 artifact. Fucked up day.
No, that was a good day.
Forests of Revelation. Please wait.
Please get in line.
Everybody's standing in a line to get in there.
Ooh, fan art of Menthis.
Oh, already?
Lightning
Ooh.
hands. You got any worms? I like some
That's pretty accurate.
Wait, TS
Yeah, I was gonna
meant
go-
toot stop? Always has been. Hackney just wanted to learn Cyclopean.
Oh, that's adorable.
Very
Little
low.
study sesh.
See, I know Sanji drew that.
Got the flowers.
Menthis totally wrecks Tonius.
Neener.
Ozzy O'Lockenhigh. Top mute right there. She'll be alright. Oh my god. Power word spaghetti! Oh, I love this one. Anyone want to learn Cyclops? Oh my god, dude. Bractor tries to explain how evil works. Evil racist.
Look, all I'm saying is
They're not racist. They're just evil.
Succulent wasn't a racist. He would eat any race.
Bro. Please, speak
Oh
to my
yeah,
nipple.
you dodged like
Wow,
6
that's
hits
so
in a
cool.
row.
I just meant a fucking Matrix.
Mentis.
Maria.
Maria.
Now what say you, nipple? Disturbing.
Quite.
Giant gruff. The ultimate life form.
Oh no, my special folder again.
I must go fast.
Okay, this is awesome. This.
Is that Eustace in the middle?
Yeah, it's fucking even Stompy's there T-posing.
You missed all of this, by the way.
Oh, they updated it.
Oh yeah, that was Ross drawing a dick.
Oh, that's awesome. And in like Japanese style watercolors too.
Ah, yes.
Very lovely.
Oh, they updated it. There we go. Now it's proper. I'm watching.
Oh,
Looks kind of
This
lame.
is really boring, but I hope he's having fun.
I'm just happy that he's happy.
Oh shit.
Yes.
One eye. Oh, this one's great, dude.
I'm glad everyone enjoyed my theatrical dance.
You did a great job with your descriptive RP too, man. Really
Thank
come
you.
a long way, Shore 4.
I appreciate it.
yeah. Hackney being a good friend to Ozzy all session.
Your cries have been acknowledged and formally ignored. Have a fucked up day. Okay, you guys are going back to horny jail. That's it.
They never got out.
You're going to solitary confinement for that one.
That's.
Oh no.
I don't think you could show that on Twitch.
Well, that's not the nipple because he's a coward.
You got
I
called
wouldn't
out.
have said it that way.
I would.
Oh, dude.
Yes.
That's
More
sick.
sword dance.
I was just bored in the background.
What's the statue in the back?
This isn't fishing. That's Varen.
Ooh.
I escaped to death until my only loot was depression.
I got yelled at during that.
No loot, new outfit, powerful artifact that comes with several stances. I only got depression. Man, L is fucking awesome, dude. Look at this.
I agree.
That's so sick.
You're painting
always
with all the
love
colors
owls.
of the wind.
Hey, don't ruin the moment.
Somebody made the sword.
Oh, cool. You said you're gonna have your own.
Well, I mean, it's already been drawn on your token. And it looks great. Looks like how I
Mhm.
imagined it. So, I mean, I'll just use L's.
Oh, sounds good to me.
Diamond.
Everyone line up for your diamond.
Dad, we're so sorry, Father. You disappointed Dad. talking in thieves can't. Oh
I'm trying
my
to learn stuff
god.
cooking and they're just doing
This one is
fingers at
so
each other.
disturbing. dude.
That's definitely not what I wanted to walk into.
Now that's a fucked up day.
Fellas, I gotta say, this is the
It's
most
an uncomfortable
fucked
day.
up day, dude. Oh, dude, Botane. Oh,
is that for Ost?
yep. Look at that. I don't know why they drew him like that.
He looks like a lot more nice and less crazy.
Spider, you in here? Please don't ban him for all these teeth nipples.
Ashley drew Aaron again as like a comic book character though.
Oh,
What the fuck? He definitely doesn't look like a girl now.
I mean,
This
I
one's
never
great.
actually asked Saren what their last name was.
to each his own.
Stir.
Whoops.
The fractured butthole. That's awesome.
Oh, I get it as butthole.
I like Bellanovan's in there twice.
Adventure to the Red Planet.
Oh, that would be interesting if we get to go there.
We're
For me,
not
at least.
married.
Yeah, we're not. I don't know how people are getting this mixed up.
Just one little comment. Come on, man.
I don't know why I love how they drew Aaron there.
Aaron's just like an old lady.
That's perfect.
Boop.
Oh, that's adorable. Also, she's eating his brain.
Yeah. That was some good fan art. Good shit.
Always good.
Thanks, guys.
At least, should I be glad that Saren doesn't want to eat my brain, or?
We're still trying to figure out what to do with all the fan art, like figure out where to put it and stuff like that. So we're still working on that. But thank you guys for showing up. Thanks for all the fan art and support, and thanks to all the players that showed up. And I hope you guys had a good time.
Well, honestly, what you could do is you could make a new map tools map, and you could have the worlds or like the different campaigns, and then when